love it.
You know what I love? There's young kids who have no career whatsoever and no production company, and they have artists too.
That's my
artist.
That's my artist.
Right.
All right, thanks, Freddie.
You got it.
Jay-Z has parlayed that into owning the Nets.
I know.
That.
Thank you.
All right.
What does that do for Eric?
Eric likes, listen, that's a big deal to Eric. He got mentioned.
Yeah, but you're the ego guy? He's the one calling every day to play it because his name is mentioned.
He loves it. He loves it, that Eric Dimension. Right, Eric?
Right. I was also wondering, do you guys see that Natalie put her foot in her mouth again?
Now, how did she do that?
You're referring to Natalie Maines of the Dixie Chicks?
Yep.
All right.
She's being sued for defamation by some guy in Arkansas because she's claiming that he killed his stepkid when there's been 3 guys that have been arrested for it already.
I did read something that Natalie was in some sort of defamation suit, but again, it didn't really...
Yeah, I don't care.
I didn't care.
Yeah. Eric bringing up another non-topic.
See you later, Eric.
All right, Eric.
Red Ron!
Eric cares because he's mad at Natalie Maines.
Right. He feels he's been defamed by
Right.
her.
She's a stupid that can't keep her foot out of her mouth.
Well, no, she's saying things that you don't agree with, so her foot's in her mouth. That's ridiculous.
Right.
Eric, listen, go and for yourself. Go somewhere right now other than where you are, and when you get there, yourself, okay?
Eric, how bad are you jonesing for the Bunny Ranch?
I'm possibly going to be up there on Monday, or Sunday night and Monday night.
Bring your wallet.
I don't need the wallet, fat boy.
Girls see him and they just spread.
Who's paying for this, dude?
Dennis Huff?
Is he?
No.
Are you getting another freebie?
Pretty sure of it.
What 2 girls are going to...
Are you going to get new girls, or are you going to go back to those same 2?
Hopefully the same too, Haley and Cherry.
He's in love.
Yeah, Eric's like the guys who go to Scores or Rick's Cabaret, and
Howard?
they fall in love and they get a Rick's wife. You know what I mean? Like, instead of sampling all the girls.
Would that be considered a gift?
In a sense, I would believe so, yeah.
I hope he declares that in his income tax.
I'm sure he doesn't.
Well, he should.
No, Fred!
Being the honest midget that he is, I'm sure.
I'm pretty sure Eric doesn't even pay income tax because he's on disability.
But certain things like that, I'm sure there's a value on that service, and it's a gift, and I believe, according to the federal regulations, you're supposed to pay tax.
Federal regulations?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you're right.
Do you file taxes, Eric?
No, I don't.
Oh.
Trust me, they're not going after him. I don't think midgets have to pay taxes. I don't think they're considered people.
Is there a height requirement?
There's a height requirement for the tax code.
I'm sure that there are little people that have paid taxes, like the roll-offs and other people that have businesses.
No.
Stuff like that.
No, we just looked on the internet. No. They're not considered people.
Wait a
That'd be
minute,
wild.
So that's why they're exempt?
Wait a minute, I thought your dumbass doesn't know how to work the internet.
No, I just...
Wouldn't that be
learned.
amazing? Like if the U.S. government just said like midgets aren't people and they don't have to pay taxes.
I'm going to look that up on the internet.
I would love if someone said that about Italian.
Like somewhere like Abraham Lincoln said, they're like dogs. Like it turns out he was not racist, but he
Or
was
chattel.
he was anti-midget. Of course, midgets have to pay taxes. They're people. They pay taxes.
Then how does he get away with it?
Because he's on disability. He doesn't have an income.
Exactly, I don't have a tax.
But don't you have to file something?
No, well, what about selling my picture?
I don't believe that I have to pay taxes on that. I have.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't believe that. Capone didn't believe it. He ended up in
Till they
Alcatraz.
take him to jail for tax fraud.
Yeah, see?
He's a midget
I
Al
was a midget.
Capone.
What the hell are they doing?
I'm Little Capone.
Little Scarface.
Hey, was it your birthday the other day?
What's that?
I heard it was your birthday the other day. Happy birthday.
No.
No?
March 11th. What I said when I called in this morning was on Sunday I went back to the same strip club I went to on my birthday.
Oh, my God. Whatever, man.
Well, you got to realize his birthday is important because his life expectancy was only a few years.
Right.
All right.
March 11th is your birthday?
Yes.
Your parents refer to that as 311, I bet?
311.
Yeah, that's your waist size.
That's your height, dickhead.
All right, Eric. I'm going to take you off the phone and let you go relax, okay?
All right.
Thank you.
See if your cock can reach your ass. And
Bye.
fuck yourself.
Bye for now.
You haven't seen yours in I don't know how long.
Yeah, well, you know what? Bring your wallet because it's gonna cost you something over there. Believe me.
All right. Thank you, boys.
So I'll be hopefully calling you guys from there on.
Oh, we can't wait.
Those 2 mornings.
It's Abbott and Costello between Artie and Eric the Midget. Thank you.
Yeah, I think which one was the fat one? That would be Artie.
No, so it's Faggot and Costello.
All right, Eric. Thank you. Good luck at the Bunny Ranch.
All right.
And try mixing it up. Try not to be with Cherry and the other one. Try to get some new Haley. Try to get some new girls.
Right. Some girls who haven't had the 400-pound black eye recently.
All right. Thank you.
Has he talked to them? They're supposed to,
Are you
they're
talking
such
to
good
them?
Friends.
Yes, I talked to him.
How did you get a hold of them? You just call over to the Bunny Ranch?
No, I have their cell numbers.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Poor girls.
Text them back and forth.
Every day.
Are they usually crying when you call them?
No.
Is the sideways smile like not? It's weeping.
Are they showering for over an hour and a
With a
half?
sideways frown.
Are they crumpled in their shower with the water just running over them for an hour and a half?
No, in fact, I get in text messages, I miss you a lot.
I got the chills.
Oh, I can't do it anymore.
I was in high school for a while.
Dennis forced me to mention.
I did well for a while.
For a while it was fun.
The money's not enough.
Now this horrible midget is in my life.
Should have gone to occupational therapy school.
The damn midget is coming back.
I feel dirty.
I want a waitress at the diner now. I don't want to do this anymore.
What's next? A horse?
Can I just do dog porn? I mean,
a horse. Dennis must be.
It's like a midget and a horse. Dennis, I'll go Al-Qaeda.
Help me, help me.
The midget is horrible.
Oh, Jesus, if you could hear it, take me out of this life.
I have night terrors. I pray for the sweet release of death.
Dennis told me I have to pretend to love the horse.
Like the dark night of the soul.
The horse has my cell number. The horse texts me.
When are you going up there?
Hopefully Sunday afternoon, and I'll be there till Tuesday.
Wouldn't it be funny if it was a ghost town when he got there?
He'll be there till Tuesday.
What do you hear, like that car pulling up from the Munsters?
It's like all the trailers.
All of a sudden, Eric shows up and the cars are everybody pulling.
He's almost here, fellas. Hit it.
It's like a sign out front, gone out of business.
The trailer's empty.
Let's hit Barstow. You stay. What do you mean? You're going to be there for 5 days?
Where do you stay when you go
Oh
there?
my God, you cannot count, fat boy.
Do you stay? You stay 2 days, right? 2 nights.
Yes.
And where do you sleep? Do you sleep at the Bunny Ranch?
They have these bungalows at the Bunny Ranch that are open for guests.
Oh, so you can sleep over.
Right.
Yeah. They're called jizz sponges.
And then you stay over there, and then when you want a girl, you walk over to the bungalows, the other bungalows.
Right.
Yeah. Do the girls ever come to your room at your bungalow and they just sleep there for the night?
They didn't the last time I was there, but...
Yeah, are you crazy?
I guess they are allowed to because one of the night clerks asked, my roommate if Haley was staying the night in the room with me.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird that your girlfriend isn't allowed to spend the night with you?
You had a roommate?
Yeah. Oh my God! What was that? What was that guy's deal?
Did he get laid?
It's the one that's with me all the time here.
Did you get laid?
Did he or did I?
Did he?
No.
Oh, what a nightmare that must be.
I mean, he had to stay there while you got laid?
He doesn't throw him a crumb?
Well, he was going to. He did go into a couple rooms with a couple girls, but nothing ever happened with it.
No. Probably didn't have any dough.
Yeah, right. He can't get...
Right. He doesn't have access to a radio show.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got to be heaven for him that he's not dealing with you for a little while. They're keeping you busy.
Yeah, at least he gets a break from Eric.
I saw this kid. He's with him all the time.
It's just Oasis.
Pushing him around.
He ought to write a book, that kid.
Yeah.
That's a tough life.
Well, I don't know if you met him, but he ought to read a book, actually.
Living with a tyrannical midget.
Well, Eric, it sounds like you're in for some fun.
Yeah, hopefully.
Eric, call us if your name is mentioned in another unwatchable sketch.
Okay. Be sure to call us.
Anything you're on's unwatchable.
I'm on the Howard Stern Show.
All right, let me ask you something, Eric. Last question, then I got to go. I'm going to give you a Sophie's choice. You're on a boat. The boat starts to sink. Cherry and Haley are on the boat with you. There's only time to save one girl. Who do you save, Cherry or Haley?
Oh, man.
I know, it's tough, but go ahead. Who do you love more? Who do you throw off?
Why do you have to put me on the spot like this?
I know it's tough, but come on. Who do you save, Cherry or Haley? First answer, come on.
I guess I have to say Haley because she was the one I was with first.
All right, so you love Haley more than Cherry. I'd go see that.
I would.
Get to work, Eric. You got a hit, a blockbuster on your hands.
I think I'm going to write that for Howard TV.
I'm already writing something.
What are you writing? Eric's Choice?
I hope you're writing me a check.
No, it's a 38-page script. I have only 38 pages of it so far, but it's...
Which eyelashes are Robin wearing in the script?
None. I haven't... The story is based...
We'll see you later, man.
All right, we got to go.
Take care.
You made it
on reality.
Nobody cares.
A bit on reality and a bit on fiction, and about the whole thing with myself and going to the bunny ranch. Hey, don't be doing that.
Is it a children's book? Like Dougie the Puggy?
Dougie the Puggy gets a blowjob. In a pitch meeting, they'd have thrown him out the window already.
Okay, here's the pitch.
This is far from a kid's story.
That's you going out the window. That's the head of Sony throwing you out the window.
Pitching him out the window.
Do you think a guy who writes children's stories should be going to a prostitute?
Really?
Yeah. Really?
Aren't you a bad influence on kids?
Dr. Seuss got golden showers.
Yeah,
kids get confused by Eric. They think he's another kid, and then they see him in bed with whores.
Right. How about Dougie the John?
You guys come up in this story later.
Nobody cares.
Why don't you call the story Ambien, because it's putting me to sleep?
No, it's already got a title.
What is it?
You want to hear it or not?
Sure.
No.
Yeah, what is it?
It's kind of a corny pun. Yeah. You hooked my heart.
Ah, I like that. I got to admit, I like that. That's faggot. See, Eric made the classic mistake. He went to the bunny ranch and he fell in love with his two whores.
Why don't you call the script Clay Aiken because it sucks cock?
Oh. No, it does not.
Well, I wish you luck with this.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to write Eric's Choice using Robin's title there. I'm going to write it up for you and see if we can't make something of that. Okay? And maybe we'll get those two hookers in there. I'll have them take place on a boat.
Yeah, because yours is some kind of fantastical love story, and that's ridiculous.
And since we can't afford Celine Dion's song, because it's Howard TV, I'll get a song that almost sounds like that song.
Yeah.
We'll get Hypercharic to sing it.
Right. Be like, close, but not that far, wherever you are. We'll change it around just enough.
It's Kelly Clark.
You really prefer that name never coming up on air again.
Kendra?
Why is that?
I can't stand her.
Kendra?
What happened there?
She just blew it. She just never called me, never texted messaged me, just kind of dropped off.
That's not right.
What do you think that was?
That's not nice.
I don't know.
She's not a whore.
You guys were right when you thought that, what you thought about her last year.
Well, look.
Why don't you ever listen to us?
Yeah, listen to us. Believe me, we'll steer you right.
And why would you think we're wrong about these two broads at the Bunny Ranch?
Well, listen, I just don't want you falling in love with them. I don't mind that you go out and bang a couple of whores, but don't fall in love. All right?
Right.
Protect yourself emotionally. All right, Eric, listen, I got to run. Thanks for the update.
I like tender Goliath's cock.
All right, thank you. What do you want in life anyway? You want to get married? You want to have a steady girl? What do you want?
Yeah, I definitely would like that.
All right, well,
Well,
these
remember
girls...
that one time he was having that contest and he was going to lock the girl in his house?
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to the kidnapping plan?
Yeah, what happened to that modeling agency that you were going to kidnap the girl and make her live with you for a year? That was part of her contract.
Right.
That was the best. Eric's starting a modeling agency, and one of the things that she has to sign is that she has to move in with Eric for over like 3-year period.
Didn't you
while he manages her.
Didn't you have a basement with a pit all decorated and everything?
No, there's no basement to this little house.
Where was the girl going to live when she lived with you?
The apartment nearby.
No, you said she was
You
going to be
wanted
in your
her
house.
in the
Right.
apartment.
In the house.
There was two things to it. Either an apartment nearby or, here.
Yeah.
But there,
Well, where were you going to put her in your house? In your bedroom?
it actually had to be an apartment nearby because all three of the bedrooms here are taken.
Oh, Eric, you know what the plan was. The plan was if she was with you every day, she'd eventually fall in love with you.
And move into your bedroom.
No.
You don't have money for an apartment for a girl. The plan was he was going to... I know what was going on.
Yeah.
I had a feeling he was really looking for a girlfriend.
Right, absolutely.
I don't think he was interested in repping her modeling career.
Yeah, and in the early months, where were we going to keep her tied up and guarded?
Until she fell in love.
All right, Eric, good luck at the Bunny Ranch. Don't fall in love, just have a good time.
Well, Howard,
Right.
that's great advice, but sometimes the heart wants what the heart wants,
Yeah.
and he's going to fall in love no matter what.
And try some new girls out, too. Don't get in a rut with those two.
Supposedly, according to Rich, there are quite a few others that want to, be with me.
Oh, jeez.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah, they might as well spread the joy around.
There's quite a few others who want to pay their crystal meth dealer.
Those girls have done enough, is what they're saying.
All right, Eric, good luck.
Time for somebody else.
And have fun with the girls.
Who's on Eric the Midget Detail?
Oh, he's still here?
Who?
High Pitch Eric wants to sit in on the news. I forgot all about it. All right, he's funny. Let him sit in. Hey, Casey. Hey, look at this note you gave me. He gives me a note. Any consolation prizes for our losers? How do you spell consolation? You got to really learn how to spell.
Consolation.
You know what? If I didn't know how to spell consolation, I would just say any prizes for our losers.
Well, no, I wrote it real quick.
That's not an excuse. Spell it.
Spell consolation.
Can I have that paper to write it down?
No.
Consolation. CONSELATION. Consolation.
Consolation is with an O.
Well, see,
Console.
if I was writing it down, I would probably know it.
No, you wouldn't. This is how you spelled it when you wrote it down. CONSELLATION.
LL.
Consolation. It's a turnoff when you can't spell.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to lie. I'm not a good speller.
Yeah, there's no
learned to spell on the internet, obviously.
Yeah, there must be a consolation.com.
Poo-poo.
All right. And you, High Pitch Eric, you're really dumb.
Why?
You know 10% of 200.
No, I didn't. I'm a good speller.
Are you sorry you missed out on that girl's butt? God, she was
Yeah.
hot, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem too broken up. He's still here.
You know, he should be a lot more upset for a virgin who had a chance at her butt.
What's he going to do?
He just doesn't. He should be upset. I
Well,
mean,
how do you know he's not?
because he's got.
Well, what's he gonna do, cry?
That big goofy smile he's always got on.
Well, he's on the air.
I'm a little upset I still didn't get the banger.
To bang her.
Yeah. But if I did get to win the banner, I wouldn't know how to put a condom on in the first place.
No, I feel bad. He's trying to be funny now, but you're funny when you're not trying to be funny, but... Because what's funny about him is he doesn't even know what's funny about him. He, like, hangs around with the cops precinct in his neighborhood and, like, invites the cops back to drink wine with him. And I still think you're gay.
I'll have a few beers with them.
That's why I think you're not that upset about Kendra.
How come you don't hang around packs of women to do that?
Because I don't know that many women at all.
Right, you found some men.
Yeah,
You found a group of men.
Well, maybe it's safer.
Safer for what?
Well, you know, he's just trying to make you friends.
I love making friends. I'm a friendly guy.
Yeah, so when you go up to the cops and you say to them, hey, officers, would you guys like to come to my apartment and drink some wine with me?
Yeah.
And they say yes?
And either yes or no. It depends on what they have to do after work.
Right.
Because half of them are married.
Right. So they don't want to be married to you.
No fun.
No.
You like the single ones.
Yeah.
And they come over in their uniforms?
No. When they get off.
No, when they get
They're
off,
not
though.
in their uniform.
No.
And then what, do they change in their locker rooms at the police precinct and then they come over to you?
Yeah.
Has anyone ever showered at your place?
No.
There's probably no shower there.
No, but however,
You don't give them roofies or anything, do you?
No.
Right.
Hey, rub your neck. Very tense from frisking people.
How was your day?
How was your day? It's one of the best precincts where I live.
Right. And what do? They come over and what do you guys watch, some Tube? And
Watch the tube, have a few beers.
Do you console them when there's bad press about police officers in the news?
yeah, do you talk like about the Amadou Diallo shooting and
Yeah, someone asked me about that.
yeah,
Yeah.
one of the cops?
Yeah.
What did he ask you?
He asked me what do I think of the case, and I said, I'm
He
happy.
said, hey, all cops are pigs, man. You know, they watch him beat you with a Philly club.
No, I said to him, I'm happy for the cops that they got off.
Right, good.
The jury did a good job.
Right. All right. So that's what the cops like to hear that. You know what to say to them.
Yeah.
Right.
Are you like a big cop homo? Do you know all the numbers and stuff? Like numbers for different things?
Like
the crime?
different crimes?
Yeah.
No, but I know all the websites for the cops.
You like the cops.
Yeah.
I mean, you like them. You just like them.
You're a cop groupie.
Yeah.
Are you ever attracted to any of the cops? Be honest.
No.
Oh, come on.
I just love cops.
See, he's going to be like Elephant Boy who didn't know he was gay, but he loved wrestlers and he loved
Right.
being in the locker room.
Do you have a scanner and stuff?
Yeah, I do.
Not
You
that
do?
Elephant Boy is gay.
Did you have a police scanner?
I listen to it every night and every morning.
You listen to it.
When I listen to you, I have you on and the scanner on at the same time.
And what happens if you hear about a big something going on?
If something big happened by my area, I'll go run downstairs and see what happened.
Right.
You would go to the area where the trouble was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He shows up. Like, what's the last thing you went to?
Nothing really happened, but actually a few weeks ago, someone jumped off a building by where I live.
And you went out to look?
Yeah.
Did you see the body?
It was scary. It was all over the street.
Really?
Yeah.
Scary.
Howard, he's one of those guys we're going to find out in a year, either like he like lights fires or
Right.
there's something weird with him.
Oh, there's a lot weird with
I
him.
hope that he's not a serial killer.
Silence of the Lambs.
How many cops have you had over at once?
At once, probably about 3 or 4.
Really? Oh, so you must have been in, like, cop heaven.
Yeah.
All right.
Cops always call me. They want to see how I'm doing.
Should do a circle jerk with a cop.
I'll be the pivot man.
You live by yourself?
I'll get the Oreos.
You're unemployed.
I'm unemployed. Kids that I do at home. I'd sit on the computer talking to girls every day.
Yeah, and then when they hear your voice, they dump you.
Yeah.
But, it's a good life in America. He's unemployed and he sits on the computer all day.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. How do you get paid?
Unemployment.
Really? And you can live on that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I'm trying to find a job now.
Why ruin it with a job? What is it, Doug?
You know another really bizarre thing that he does? He calls me at work, usually around 7, 8 o'clock at night, and he conference calls in local news talent. He's conference called in with me. He called me once. He goes, hey, you want to hear me talk to Chuck Scarborough? I was like, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Next thing you know, he's like, hold on. Next thing you know, Chuck Scarborough is talking with this freak.
How do you get on with Chuck Scarborough?
I call NBC and I ask for Chuck Scarborough.
He knows them all. He talks to. He likes news people,
What?
but he's got a big thing going for weather.
For weather, yeah. He called me
who?
another time, and for Sam Champion,
Yeah.
and then Janice Huff.
And what's that Bill guy's name on ABC? You like that Bill guy?
Bill Buteau?
No, the weather guy on ABC.
Bill Evans.
Yeah, Bill Evans.
Yeah.
So wait a second. So you call up and you say, let me speak to Chuck Scarborough, and he knows you? He knows you as High Pitch Eric?
No, he doesn't know me as Harpy Jerk. He knows me as Eric.
Right.
And you just say Eric's on the phone and Chuck picks up?
I think they think it's a little kid.
Oh, that's what it must be.
Yeah, they must.
Hi,
Little kids call.
Hi, Eric.
So what does he talk to them about? Are they talking down to him?
I I couldn't believe that Chuck Scarborough gave him like 5 minutes. I was like, what?
Wow.
Chuck Scarborough talking to this freak.
What is he saying to Chuck Scarborough?
Because Chuck thinks it's a little kid.
Yeah, he was like, how's it going, man? I like you. Things are good. The news is okay. And Chuck's like, answering.
Yeah, because Chuck must think it's a little kid. He doesn't want to blow him off.
Got to be it.
No, we could ruin Eric's life.
Did you ever ask Chuck how old he thinks you are?
No.
Hi, Chuck.
It's a 2-year-old.
Hi, Eric.
The weather people probably think that, too.
Plus, he's kind of idiotic, so he talks like he not only talks like a kid.
He talks on a juvenile level.
Hey, how do you like doing the news?
What's the news?
Why, I like it a lot, Eric. Maybe it's something you'll do someday when your voice changes.
Everything going okay?
What else is going on down there, Chuck?
What are you doing tonight, Chuck?
Yeah.
Want to drink some wine?
Very strange. Then he also calls our office just to talk to anyone who picks up the phone, basically. And what we do as soon as we hear it's him, I think he's figured this out by now, we just transfer him to another line. And sometimes we have him for at least a half hour transferring
Just
to phone calls. Yeah. We'll just bounce him around, but he sticks in.
Yeah, Barbara, so you listen in on the conversations?
Yeah, we just keep bouncing him around the office.
Barbara, go ahead.
Hi, Howard. First, I'd love to say, I'd like to say I love the show. I love you.
Thank you.
I was actually, I think High Pitch Eric lives in my neighborhood, and one day I was shopping at a local drugstore and saw him purchasing hair supplies with a male friend. And they were shopping around and discussing the relative merits of different kinds of shampoos. And the young man that he was with had actually flowing long hair. And they look quite cozy together.
Is that right? Do you know anything about this, Eric?
No, I don't.
Do you have a friend with long hair who drives a blue car?
A blue car?
Yeah.
Which store was this?
Genevieve's Drugstore on Woodhaven Boulevard.
You go there, Eric?
Yeah, I go there.
Park.
What, are you spying on me?
No, actually.
It wasn't Fabio, was it?
It could have been. He was a little shorter. I was actually shopping around, and I saw this dude sitting there.
No, he likes to hang around with
So,
friends.
Eric, you can't come on this show and keep things like that a secret.
Hey, you should have said something to me.
Melvin, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard, doesn't it sound a little strange what this guy's doing with cops? My brother's a cop for the 83rd Precinct, and I wouldn't see my brother going out and having, drinks in this guy's house. That sounds kind of gay to me. What do you think?
Doesn't sound right to me. But
I don't
why
think
not?
Shouldn't cops be doing something better than that? You want to just use his house to have drinks?
Well, no, I mean, cops can hang out wherever they want, but...
With Eric?
Well, hey.
Crackhead Bob doesn't hang out with Eric. Don't you see something wrong with our police force?
I don't know. Maybe you got something there.
I don't know. There's something wrong with that. I think either these cops are gay or they're sick in the head.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why would a cop go back to Eric's?
That's what I'm saying.
Free drinks.
He probably gives good oral, too.
I got to do a cavity search again.
Thanks, Howard.
Where's your billy club? I got a nightstick.
Well, good for you, Eric.
That you, Dave?
No, we're all trying to figure out the new system.
There's nothing to figure out. Just don't touch the mics. Someone over there is... Are you banging into the mic, Dave?
No, not me.
Dave Letterman, by the way.
Morning. How are you?
How are you? Good to see you.
I'll tell you who's hot. That Condoleezza Rice is a true ebony beauty. Those pointy breasts and slim body. You know, I drool every time I see her at a press conference.
Really? Yeah. Condoleezza Rice.
Condoleezza Rice.
Dave Letterman, congratulations, by the way. You're having a baby.
Oh, yeah.
And congratulations on, I guess...
Are you married?
Huh? No.
He won't answer.
I ain't going to answer that.
He doesn't answer.
I ain't going to get into that.
Regina Lasco is your girlfriend, I guess.
Yeah.
Wife.
Something. Mother of your baby. You got a baby's mama now.
A baby mama.
You know this gap I have in my teeth?
Yeah.
It really helps when I'm giving oral. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, evidently you're more of a lover than we thought.
Wow. Yeah, right. You know, Howard, what's kind of interesting, is it just me, or does that Haley Berry look like the kind of gal who has the 3 guys at once? You know, like it's an everyday thing. She is one black bitch who looks like she does it hardcore. And I'd love to see my DNA in her eyebrows, that's for sure.
David Letterman is allowed...
Haley Berry.
Yeah.
Haley Berry, yeah.
Haley.
You've interviewed her, right, Dave?
Oh, yeah. Lovely woman. Lovely woman.
David Letterman, you can catch his show 11:30 on CBS. 11:35, right, Dave?
There you go.
There you go. Why the 11:35, do you know?
Huh? I'm too up to stay up. It's too late to stay up for my own show. So that's when we have it on late.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. What, Dave Letterman, by the way, I want to introduce you.
I just want to ask this girl one question. So there were just two of you when in your graduating class?
No, I actually went to a bigger town,
So you
Fairbanks, Alaska.
You two were rubbing noses prom night? Is that what happened?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Were you, have you ever been on Dave's show, Dave Letterman show?
No, that's coming up, apparently.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dave, you're going to be the interviewer again.
Easy on the eyes, yeah.
Who, you or her?
Yeah, both.
All right. So exciting to have David Letterman.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wooing you.
Wooing you. I'm sure that that's exciting. Oh, you're supposed to do that show.
Yeah, I'm supposed to do the show. Coming up, I think it's in November.
I see.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go on there with you.
Howard, the Ocean Sound worked. Evil Dave took his shirt off.
Oh, great, Dave. You look good.
I was going to ask her a question. Have you had a chance to bang Black Bear up there? Because you know,
come on. Dude, how many times do we say stick to the script?
Did he write that himself?
I got a million things for him to say, but he can't say them. All right, listen. Shh. All right, you calm down over there and put it back in your pants. Dave Letterman, everybody. I'm going to come over there and club you like a seal.
Yeah,
all right.
Man, can I ask you something?
Go ahead, Dave.
Would you like to have a guy in a bear suit come visit you?
A guy in a bear suit. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Dave Letterman.
All right.
So,
and like Robin said, I'm selective. Very selective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Artie, you're breathing real heavy into the mic, or is that Evil Dave?
That's me.
That's Dave.
Oh, that's Dave.
I don't blame the fat guy.
I just want to say one thing. You know, a lot of blacks have been acting really polite lately, and it makes me suspicious that something's big about to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Dave, sit down. We didn't mean you turn around and see your ass.
I was going to ask her a question, but that's all right.
Well, if you want to quickly.
Well, I just want to know, do you think Don Zimmer looks a lot like Dr. Evil?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Although Dave Letterman was on.
Yeah.
Boy, you were hitting on her.
Oh, man. You know, can I just say something, Howard? As you already heard, I'm having a baby, or as I like to say, you know, my girlfriend refuses to get an abortion.
Oh.
And, you know, we considered adopting a black infant, but we looked into it, and it ends up that after the age of 3, blacks are very hard to control.
Yeah. So you opted just to have your own baby.
That's right. You know, my girlfriend and I, we have cute nicknames for each other. She calls me Letterpoo, and I call her Whore, or, you know, I call her Beard.
Beard? Your material is so much sharper and wittier and more scathing on this show than...
Why are you trying out the rejects on it?
You know, I mean, if the baby's a girl, we're naming her Mary, and if it's a black, I'm killing my girlfriend.
That's it.
Sorry.
Sorry, yeah. Well, as long as you say you're sorry.
There you go.
All right. Well, it's good having you here.
And you know, I hope, you know, we don't have a retard. But if we do, at least I'll have a little, you know, a life of luxury. I'll have driven him to a special school, you know, in a short limo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that one crossed out?
No.
No? Okay. What do I know? All right, Dave is going to be with us for the rest of the show.
All right, we can't get him to leave.
No, he will not leave. He promises he is staying for the rest of the show.
Hey, but...
By the way, say hi to Dave Letterman, who's sitting
there. Poland Springs, yeah.
So you... All right.
Oh, Howard?
Yes.
Howard, I'd like to ask Alec a question.
David Letterman is here with us, by the way.
Alec, you don't have to mention this, but have you ever banged Regina Lesko?
Isn't that the woman having your baby, Dave?
Oh, let's not tell Dave about it.
All right, okay. AlecBaldwin.com.
David Letterman, could you say that for us?
Yeah, no, I just want to ask you something about this cancer thing. You know, I have nothing against the woman, but, you know, I hope that Pam Anderson gets breast cancer because, you know, since she's never going to have something anyways, I hope something bad happens to that rack of hers.
Wow. That's pretty harsh. That's pretty harsh. He's so much harsher on this show.
Right.
He really is.
Harsh. This is the untethered Dave.
Yeah, exactly.
This is Dave
Unbound.
This is one he doesn't have to comply with.
Bless you, Howard. You know I love you.
Excuse me one second. Just Dave Letterman.
Yeah, I just want to ask Alex a quick question.
Alec.
Yeah, Alec, yeah.
All right. Now we know he's not the real Dave.
Oh, stop it. Now, how long do you think before Kelly Ripa, dumps that Mexican houseboy of his, Mark Consuelos? I say he'll be selling bongs on the internet by next July. What do you think?
Do you know anything about he'll be Cheech Barrett's?
And Dave, you want to say something?
I just want to say...
But please don't wish breast cancer on
anybody. No. I just want to say that I like Alex. And
Alex.
And I just want to ask him.
Thank you, Don.
Did you hear that Britney Spears is banging a married black guy?
Did you hear that?
Yeah. What's the matter? Did she run out of gay white guys to have sex?
He's something, right? I bet it's the last time you do the Dave Letterman show.
Yeah.
All right, listen.
Howard?
Yes, Dave. Dave Letterman.
Can I ask you a question?
11:35 on CBS. Yes.
How do I smell today?
You smell good.
Yes.
No, Dave's got a little scent to him, too.
Yeah. I've heard complaints about Evil Dave's smell.
Like roadkill.
Yeah, Dave's a little ripe. He's a little ripe.
Yeah, you don't want to get stuck in an elevator with Dave.
No.
Yeah, there you go. Incidentally,
Evil
or Les Moonves. Incidentally, how do you get in touch with Regis? You know, I have the desire and the skill to rock his world. You know, if you get my drift.
Yeah. I was once hanging out with Evil Dave, Howard, and he was wearing a I Love Brad Garrett T-shirt.
That's funny.
I don't think he was trying to be funny.
He wasn't trying to be.
No, I was with John, actually.
Where'd you get that shirt?
He got it at the...
garment section.
No, you tell him where you got it. Tell him where you got the shirt.
I got it in the garment section.
No, where'd you get it?
Huh?
Where'd you actually get it? For real?
I got it.
No, don't try to be funny.
No, I just got it at the CBS store. Because we need the money.
Howard, there was a picture of Brad Garrett. And I said to him, I go, what's with the Brad Garrett shirt? And he goes, what are you talking about? I go, I don't know.
Do you love Brad Garrett?
He said, I just like him.
Are you a fan?
No.
Who is Brad Garrett?
But then Howard, like an hour later, he goes...
Do you know who Brad Garrett is?
Yeah.
What show is he on?
He works with one of my shows, Worldwide Pants. What are you talking
about?
What
show?
What?
What show is that?
I think it's Everybody Loves Rumsfeld.
There's a picture of him. There's a picture of Brad Garrett. Howard, an hour later, he said to me, hey, how come Howard never has Brad Garrett on the show?
A real Brad Garrett fan.
And, I mean, it's okay if you like him, but an adult man.
I'm sorry.
Who is Brad Garrett?
Huh?
He just told you.
I just told you.
I thought was he joking?
No.
What does he do?
Brad Garrett, Everybody Loves Rumsfeld. Everybody Loves Raymond. Yeah.
The tall guy.
He's working on my production company, okay? There you go.
And then I have another good Evil Dave story if you want.
Yeah,
all right.
Hear it.
He charged Artie for a voice message he did, but it's a funny story.
Go ahead.
What happened, Artie?
We got time. Go ahead.
We actually don't, but this I'll stop for you. Go ahead.
There's a club out there where Dave lives, and sometimes Dave comes by to the stand-up shows.
Yeah.
And in between shows, there's like a little back office there, and you just sit and you're depressed and you're just drinking. And it was just me and Dave in the room. And he said to me, he goes, you want me to leave your outgoing message on your answering machine? I do that as Dave Letterman. I go, all right. So he calls up my answering machine and he leaves. He goes, what should I say? I go, say whatever you want. So it says something. It was actually very funny. And then he hangs up the phone. I go, thanks, man. And then there's a pause. And he goes, I usually charge $50. And I go,
your girlfriend, okay?
And then I go, oh, I'm sorry.
I'm getting married.
I go to give him $50, and he goes, no, not for you. I'm just saying for a point of interest. And then
I was gonna say.
And then I felt guilty, and then I go, come on, man. And he goes, all right.
Oh no!
Oh, that's good. I was able to take a cab home.
Well, you didn't charge Dave for the comedy show, did you? No. Wow.
I mean, I have to say, the message was very funny that he left.
Yes, but
Artie's always getting caught like that.
It's also it's kind of a weird way to make a sale. He should tell you up front it's $50. It's sort of like that whore that charged. Poor Artie was in Vegas and he banged some whore and then she goes, oh, that'll be $500. He didn't even know it was a whore.
It was the same exact situation.
I know.
That's how you get Artie.
He thought she dug him.
But then, like, he also said to me, I go, my girlfriend would like that because she's a fan of Evil Dave's on the show.
Yeah.
And this is like 4 months ago. Then today I see Dave on the elevator coming up to the show, and I don't know where he goes, so do you want to do something for Dana with the message?
Hey, it costs you $50. What's the price list on that?
Let me hit the ATM first.
I just want to bang her. Just want to meet her.
Well, her birthday's coming up.
Oh, all right. Wow. All right, Dave, look, you got to make a living, right?
No, I was very happy to do it because it was a good message.
Holy mackerel.
It was funny.
How about that stupid fag, Roy Horn? Let's talk about that guy.
Come on. That's
stupid.
And by the way, hey, genius, when you work with a 600-pound tiger, you're just a snack to him. You know what I'm saying?
Well, first of all, we don't know that he's gay, number one.
We don't know that he's stupid.
Seems kind of effeminate. Oh, I'm sorry, yeah. Dave, where's your mic?
Huh?
Oh, there you are. Go ahead,
Can you
yeah.
hear me? Here.
Yeah.
You know, I have an idea. You know, instead of retiring Manticore the Tiger, you know, why not get a new reality show? Every week we film Manticore, eating a new fag, like Mark Harris, Andy Dick, Clay Aikens. Oh, I forgot. Clay likes girls.
Right.
You're going to feed the Manticore a diet of fags? Is that what you're saying?
Eating a new fag. I love that.
Yeah.
Wow, Dave. Well, why don't you do that with your Evil Pants production company?
Yeah, Evil Pants.
Whatever that is. Evil Worldwide Pants. Worldwide Evil Pants. Well, that's outrageous, and we wish Roy well. There you
Manicure the tiger.
Manicure.
That poor tiger must have been so scared. Imagine, not only living with a black, but being completely surrounded by them.
What?
What, Dave?
Echoing.
You read about that black man who kept the tiger in his apartment in Harlem?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just saying that poor tiger must have been so scared. Imagine not only living with a black, but being completely surrounded. by them.
Oh, is that the way Howard should have said it?
Oh, I said it the wrong way. Okay.
Say it again.
Start over again?
I'm just saying.
No, you don't have to say it. All right, go ahead, Robin.
What?
Robin.
Oh, my goodness. What's going on over here?
We're trying for an FME, okay?
Benji just fell off his chair.
Oh, boy. Just amazing.
I'm taking what Russia's taking.
Wow.
All right.
Wish I had $50. I could put an answering message on my...
There you go.
Yeah, you didn't bring any money with you today.
I'll buy you one.
Stupid me. The better series for Fox Television is Boston against the Cubs. Not Yankees versus the Cubs.
Really?
That it would be bigger ratings, Boston versus the Cubs. I want to know why.
No way.
So Dave, you want to explain that?
No, I just want to say that, did you see the other day when Pedro Martinez knocked Don Zimmer down?
Yeah.
Because, for some reason it gave me a boner.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's interesting. But
something to look into with your psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The reason why they say it is because Boston's a big town.
I'm just asking. I'm just checking.
Yeah, testimony.
Yes, Dave.
I just want to say one thing about, possible Cubs-Yankees series. I'll say one thing for Mexicans. They're surprisingly well hung.
All right, it's enough now. Now you can relax.
Could you go back to repeating Howard's observation?
Just say whatever I say.
Howard?
Yes, Dave.
Can I just say one thing here? I had a very unpleasant experience the other day. I found myself waking up in the middle of the night, covered in sweat, whispering over and over again, Kobe Bryant, I love you. Kobe Bryant, I love you. I don't know what to do.
You were whispering what? I can't hear you.
No, I was whispering.
What did you whisper?
Kobe Bryant, I love you.
Oh, Kobe Bryant, I love you.
Bryant, I love you.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's good for you, Dave, because Kobe will be back in court today.
Wow.
Good segue, Robin. Nice.
Yeah.
Way to save Dave's bad material.
You'll be able to see Kobe as he re-enters. She didn't say she'd come in.
Yeah, Dave.
I just want to say something about that last call. I heard that Felicio at least 2 times a week.
Felicio?
No. Felicio, yeah.
I mean, fellatio.
Fellatio, yeah. It reduces, at least 2 times a week reduces a woman's chance of breast cancer. And, I'd really like to save Robin's life, What do you say, Quivers?
I'll take that under advisement.
Dave Letterman, 11:35 tonight.
Oh, boy.
Yes, Robin.
Okay.
Doesn't belong in there. Dave, let me hear you say the Pledge of Allegiance. Now, right now.
I pledge allegiance to CBS.
No, come on. Say it for real.
I pledge allegiance to the flag, of the United States of America.
Go ahead.
And to the republic,
for
which it stands.
Yes.
One nation.
Go ahead.
Under God.
Yes.
Individual.
Right.
Individual?
Individual, yes.
With liberty and justice for all.
All right, you were pretty close. That's what I mean. Here's a guy who went through school. He's the head of a late-night TV show, and he doesn't know indivisible, individual. He doesn't know anything. All right. Yes, Dave.
There must be something up there.
It's interesting that Robin comments on that, because did you know that that means there are only, 1 billion, 2.4 million, 475,619 of them, left to get rid of.
That's about right.
Yeah.
Yes, Dave.
Well, I was just going to say, we're talking about Rush Limbaugh. I don't, I really don't think Rush has a back problem.
Call, Eric. That's a Hollywood thing.
Yeah.
But to get acting work, Eric, you got to work on fake laughing at what producers say. Can you do that? Can you fake a laugh, at least?
Yeah.
Let's hear that.
I don't know if I could do it right now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, acting sort of calls for you to do it when
Let me hear your fake laugh.
the moment hits.
Why?
Well, because I'm thinking about hiring you for something.
What?
I have a role in mind for you. Let me hear you laugh.
I don't know about that.
Hold it. There's a guy on the phone says he can make you laugh.
Craig.
Go ahead for $500. Yep. Craig's gone. Too bad.
Heard the previous attempts and said better not.
This bong hit.
Hey now.
Hey now. You can make this guy laugh. $500.
I'll give it a shot.
All right.
All right. What do you call a midget in a wheelchair?
Don't know.
A dwarf.
Wow, man, that was bad.
Get a bong hit, go.
Yeah.
All right. Let me try one of those. Kind of early though. 6:30 in the morning.
Do a funny bong hit.
It's actually 7:40, but
Yes.
that's fine.
We moved the clocks ahead an hour.
No.
We did?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I thought. Oh yeah, that's right. I saw something about that. What was that? Saturday night.
Yeah.
Right, you've already missed an hour of the show if you just got up.
Yeah.
Well, hurry up, bong hit.
All right. Maybe I could make him laugh with a Baba Booey song. Ba 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 ba. All right, here's the bong hit. That ain't working. This kid's not gonna laugh at anything. Is he alive?
He's alive. Come on, hurry
Yeah.
up. There's a lot of people waiting.
Hold on a sec. Got the diesel.
How do you not laugh at that?
Eric, are you there?
Yeah.
You don't think that's funny?
No.
Eric, you want a hit?
All right,
No.
let's try someone else. Chris, go ahead real quick.
Eric, what do you say to a woman with two black eyes?
Don't know.
Nothing. You already told her twice. Dude, come on.
Nothing, Eric?
Nope.
He's stoned.
No, he just didn't think that was funny, I guess.
Eric, why do you listen to the show? Not to laugh?
No.
What do you listen for?
I don't know, really.
You don't know why you listen.
Well, I don't really listen because I
Yeah.
Bill, go ahead.
Yeah, Eric, for the first time in my life, I saw a midget in a residential neighborhood. I thought all you people lived in colonies or in the movies.
That's not going to make him laugh.
You're insulting him?
All right, here's a guy who could do the job. Zolar, go ahead.
Hey, Eric, I could make you laugh, buddy. Here we go, because I need the $500, and I'm going to do it seriously. Here we go. I was driving my car down the block, and it was a red light, and this big fat thing walked out in front of my car. I ran it over. It was high pitch Eric.
All right, you're not getting that job done. I'll give one guy one more chance. Let's go to Steve. Steve, go ahead. Steve.
Yo, Eric. What's the best thing about being short?
don't know.
Hot chicks.
What?
It wasn't funny, whatever it was.
Stu, go ahead.
Eric's talking over the punchlines. I think I heard the F word in there.
Did you?
When I
use
I did.
how would you know?
Distinguish it. If
How
it was
could you
there.
tell? It sounded like
I'm not laughing.
Mumbles. All right, Joey Boots, go ahead real quick. Be serious about this.
Hey, Eric.
Yes.
Eric, I'll make you laugh. Listen to me, right? I will give you $250 if you laugh right now, okay? Go ahead and laugh. I'll give you $250.
That's not a genuine laugh.
Oh, come on. You said make him.
It's not a laugh. It's acting laughing. He won't even do that.
He doesn't care. He's not cracking. His integrity is not for sale.
Yes, high pitch. High pitch, Eric. Not there.
Does high pitch make you laugh?
Hey, Howard, how are you? I can make him laugh. Hey, Howard, how are you? So here's what happened. I was with Richard Christie over the weekend. He had to wear 5 seatbelts because I was driving without a license. And he was crying in the back seat the whole trip.
Eric, does that make you laugh?
I couldn't even understand half of what he said.
Yeah, no one's laughing, high pitch.
Well, the other half wasn't funny either.
Hold on, Howard. I've got my friend's son on the phone. You can talk like me. Listen. Who's high pitch? This is Kelly Clarkson. This is Kelly Clarkson.
All
Hey,
right.
Howard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't take that.
What the heck was that?
You want to try again?
Yeah, can I try again? Hey, Eric.
Yeah.
Hey, high pitch Eric is so fat he has to go to SeaWorld to get baptized.
Oh.
There it was.
That was a laugh.
That was a laugh. I think that was genuine.
That was funny, Eric?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right, you win $500.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Howard. Thanks, Eric.
Do you think that was a genuine laugh? Was that a genuine laugh, Eric?
Yeah.
All right, you won $500 cash, courtesy of the new film Sahara, starring Matthew McConaughey, Steve Zahn, and Penelope Cruz, in theaters everywhere April 8th. Congratulations.
Awesome.
All right. All right, Eric, I got to go.
All right.
Later. That's Eric the actor.
It's funny because he only laughs at high-pitch Eric jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and not all high-pitch Eric jokes.
Yeah.
They got to be good high-pitch Eric jokes.
All right, I got to take a break.
And you know what we got to do today? We're going to take you to the Alphonse D'Amato press conference. I'm just trying to see if I want to do that right this second.
I have a little announcement to make.
All right. Go ahead. If it's good, let's go for it.
Don't make fun of me.
This is going to be something stupid, I got a feeling. That ties in with your book.
No, it doesn't.
All right, go ahead.
Why did you say something stupid has to tie with
I don't know. You've been doing some goofy stuff with that book.
Like what?
Because I had to do goofy stuff in my book. They make you do goofy stuff. I'm gonna guess the announcement.
You can't guess this.
You have a boyfriend and you're in love.
No.
You're marrying Al D'Amato.
Press conference. Does not tell you I'm in love.
You're gonna shave your head.
No.
You're adopting a baby. You're adopting.
Korean baby.
Are you adopting a baby?
No.
Sex change.
Yes, that's it.
You're quitting. Let me make that announcement first.
What?
That I'm quitting.
You want to quit before?
Yeah. All right. What is the announcement? Go ahead, Robin.
Here you go.
All right. She's got a real goofy smile on her face. You're getting your period.
No.
Nothing. She's not getting her.
You're getting a new cat.
No. You couldn't guess this in a million years. See, I really got you this time.
You took a new picture of yourself that you're hanging on the wall.
No.
Let's get in the car.
No, that's
Why would I announce that?
She tried 3 times during the DeFeo commercial.
You wouldn't like that.
You're posing nude in a magazine.
No.
Moving.
You're moving to another country.
Next door to Gary.
And you're going to be...
Right, I'm moving to...
All right, go ahead. What is your announcement, please?
My announcement is
Yes.
that from this moment on...
Oh, no, she's going to have one name.
Are you going to be Robin and you're dropping quivers?
Formerly known as Quivers.
Nope. I am now...
A man. Friendly.
Some things can't change.
Princess Turner in Taxi.
Did you change your name to a
I'm going by 3 names from now on.
Okay. All right. Well, that's okay.
That's right.
Robin Ophelia Quivers.
Ophelia Quivers.
Is that right?
Yes.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
You know how there's all these 3-name people now?
Oh, you're making a joke. Oh, I think you had a good...
joke.
Oh.
I'm really doing it.
Well, what do you mean you're doing it?
I'm going to be 3 names. I'm no longer Robin Quivers. I'm Robin Ophelia Quivers.
You've got too much free time. You say you're busy, but you're really not. Well, what do you mean? How are you going to do this?
Well, from now on, when you refer to me
It's not Robin Quivers. It's Robin Ophelia Quivers.
Good luck with that. And where are you going? Like, in other words, how is the public going to become familiar with this?
Well, if you see my name in print, that's the way it'll be.
That's so she doesn't get confused with all the other Robin Quivers.
Right. Because there's so many others. Now, is that because you're sometimes confused with Robin Givens?
That could be it, yes.
That could be it.
That's a good excuse.
Who's advising you to do this? Because whoever is doing it, just shoot him. Who advised you to do that?
This was my own thought.
Okay.
I want to have 3 names.
All right. Do you have a cold?
No, all of a sudden my nose just got clogged up.
You
Maybe it's because I'm using 3 names.
know what, Robin? That is the silliest notion that I've heard yet. Really. You might be getting carried away with yourself. You just might be.
Rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah. Robin Ophelia Quivers.
You don't want it to roll. You want it to be stuck.
You want people to really stop and think about it. And why do you care if you're confused with Robin Givens?
I don't.
Who cares? So then why do you care?
I'm just using my 3 names now.
Right. Okay. Hey, listen, God bless you. Good luck with it.
Assassinate somebody.
Yeah. Good luck. Oh, boy. That was a big... I thought you were going to switch your name to Mary Steenburgen. You know, I see this Mary Steenburgen. I'm just going to go on with the show. I don't know what else to say.
It's Robin Ophelia Quivers.
Yeah. Good for you. Hey, listen, I'm happy for you. I really am. I'm really happy for you.
Lock that door during the commercial.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Hey, if that makes you happy, good. That's what I say. Each his own. Wonder what else you're thinking about doing.
Well, you'll see in a few days.
You're thinking too much. Well, hey, listen. That's good. Yeah, I thought you were going to switch to like a Muslim name or something. Like Robin Shabazz. That would have been good.
Robin 15X. I love that.
Right. But no, listen, I think that's fantastic news. And everyone's happy for you. Good for you. Robin Ophelia Quivers sits across from you now.
Thank you.
I thought you didn't like your middle name.
I do now.
You've come to grips with it. All right, very good.
I'm owning it.
It's exciting. You're embracing it.
Yeah.
That's exciting news. Now, what are you going to have on the cover of your book? Is it going to say Robin Ophelia Quivers?
Unfortunately, I just made this decision today.
I see. So,
Write it in.
yeah, why don't you just personally
I
write it?
should shove it in there somewhere.
And when you sign your name now, if someone asks you for an autograph, it will be Robin Ophelia Quivers.
Yeah.
So obviously she was doing promotion for the book, and people
No, not obviously.
somebody. And
No.
got sick of
Something must have happened that a lot of times
something
people
didn't-
call her Robin Givens. I know that.
Right. So maybe she was.
What-
This one just.
When did it? Why don't you talk about when it came to you? This name change.
Just last night.
So do you really feel comfortable announcing this? I mean, maybe you'll change tonight.
really thought about it.
No, it's not something that'll be easy to do. I'll have to
Right.
constantly tell people, no, it's Robin Ophelia Quivers.
So when someone says to you, "Hi, I'm hey Robin Quivers,"
I'll say Robin Ophelia Quivers.
right? And people will look at you like you're like you know how they look at Prince.
Yes.
So if someone addresses you as Robin Quivers, you just won't even acknowledge them.
Robin Ophelia Quivers.
Good. You'll have to retrain your cats. Well, good for you. Isn't that exciting?
Well, you haven't had a name change.
No. No, I haven't. And I don't think I'm going to have one.
Wackier than we even knew.
All right. That's the wackiest announcement I've ever heard. You should be completely ashamed of yourself.
Those guys must be dancing in the other room.
Oh, yeah. Now, what about your press photo? That's going to have to be changed again. How many press photos have you gone through? Like, I changed mine about 4 years ago.
I got a new press photo, and it will be Robin Ophelia.
It will. It will say it on there.
Yeah.
Good. All right, because I was concerned. Because I was going to tell Tom he's going to have to rip up all those.
No, the new ones haven't been made yet.
Good
I'm
for
not
you.
paying for those.
Or we'd have had to use all the Robin Quivers up before he would let a new one out.
All right. You know what's really funny about that? I keep trying to get a new press photo every once in a while. And Tom's like, we don't need a new one. How does she keep getting new ones? How does Robin get that done?
Well, she didn't have a new one for.
I mean, Robin
years.
Ophelia Quivers.
Thank you.
Right. Well, I'm trying.
The office is going from. Ralph started in by saying, if you had a name Ophelia, wouldn't you suppress it?
Right.
Instead of.
No, she's embracing it. Rather than be embarrassed, she's going to embrace it.
And most of the phone callers are saying, are you sure she's cured?
Yeah. Did anyone run this by anyone? Or was this decision made without consulting anyone?
Without consulting anyone.
Wow.
You didn't tell your publicist this?
What publicist? Who?
You have a publicist that's doing your book.
I never questioned. That has nothing to do with it.
She walks to her own.
This is
cover.
above the book, is what you're saying.
Yeah, this is bigger than
That's
that.
right.
This is a personal decision
That's
made
right.
on the basis of her name.
Is there any chance that she's not joking?
No, she's not joking at all. I know her.
not?
Well, I respect
This is
that.
very,
I'll
very.
feel your quivers.
I think it's very important, this move. I think it's going to change everything.
It is.
It's going to turn it all around.
That's right.
No, I would guess that the Robin Givens thing bothered you. I mean, I don't talk about it. Talk about your name change and how it all occurred.
You know what? I've always used the O in my name in my personal life.
That's true. That is
So
very. I happen to know
Robin
that.
O. Quivers.
Robin O. Quivers. The people that you were Irish.
Right.
Right.
And now to allay any of that confusion.
Right. Embracing your full identity.
Robin Ophelia Quivers. I was just thinking, but I've always used the O. Everybody's going to these three name things now.
Who's everybody?
You know, Kimberly Amber Thiessen or whatever. These
I see.
everybody's got a highfalutin name.
I see. So you want a highfalutin name? All right. Hey, listen. Why not?
I could say something in Robin's defense, though. My sister-in-law's mother, who's a very sweet lady, but sometimes gets a little confused, came to me 2 Sundays ago and said, I cannot believe that Robin posed nude in Playboy. And I said, it's not the Robin that works with us.
Yeah.
What Robin was
Robin
that?
Givens was Robin Quivers.
Oh, maybe this will change all of that.
Robin Ophelia Quivers cannot be confused.
With Robin Givens.
That's right.
All right. Well, there you go. There's the basis for the decision, as well as, and the decision. Obviously, this is something that was brewing inside of you. It just doesn't hit you one night.
No, it really just hit me. I mean, maybe.
There was something going on, though, over the years. It said, gee, I would like to break out of this name of mine or change it around. And but I mean, last night was the decisive factor.
No, it just popped into my head.
It did.
What'd you have for dinner last night?
You want to stay away from that.
I think it's fantastic. I think more people should be going to this.
Consider it.
Like David Allen Greer or
Sure.
Kimberly Amber Thiessen.
Right.
I see. And it does
Rodney
set you
Allen
apart.
Ribby.
Rodney Allen Ribby.
Let's not get ridiculous.
Right. So who else did you tell about this?
You're the first people I
Really?
told.
And I see you were somewhat embarrassed saying it, but now you feel okay, right?
I'm glad I've gotten it past that point. Yes.
Do you know who else changed his name to 3 names? It was Larry Stupid King. That was about a year ago. Right? You guys knew that, didn't you? Larry Stupid King. Well, let's get some listener reaction. I wasn't going to go to the phones this early this morning because I want to get to the D'Amato press conference with Stuttering John, but this is big news, obviously.
Earth-shattering
This
news.
took me by surprise. And
You just didn't know what to do.
what do you think of the name change that's just been announced? Hello?
Hello.
Here's a stunned listener. What do you make of this name change?
What name change?
Robin's name change.
That is really ridiculous.
Join the club.
That is.
Come on, sir, you're in the minority.
It's
Robin, what are you thinking?
Yeah, why do you think it's ridiculous?
Well,
Tell her.
I really don't think that people who really know her are really having a problem with this
Right.
Robin Givens, Robin Quivers thing.
Right, exactly.
Anyone
Well, you
who's
don't
a real...
understand. See, this is a stage. It's a phase.
Yeah, but I know it's a phase, Robin, but I mean, people have faith in you.
You know what it is?
You're the only sane
It's an
person
awkward
that's doing
phase because she's first announcing it. And a year from now, everyone will accept Robin Ophelia Quivers.
I know. You see, the problem is...
Think about that.
Already, it's rolling off my tongue.
The thing is, Howard, the problem is that Robin is the only sane person there.
I think this gives me more credibility.
Robin is not the only sane. On the air, she's the only sane person here.
Wait, can I make a point? Can I make a point to you, please?
I'm the most sane person here.
Can I make a point?
I don't know about
And
that.
I've got deep psychological problems.
Howard,
Yeah.
please, can I make a point? First of all, I think you are unbelievable. I think you're incredible. But the thing is, I got a problem with you. I think that you are probably the only person I've ever heard on radio, TV, or in any medium that I think that I can relate to on an intellectual level. However, every time someone calls, you get so angry with them, like you're going to get at me.
No, I'm not angry with you at all. You're making absolute sense. You're interesting. I have no problem with you. If you notice, I didn't hang up on you.
I know, Howard, you were the most...
If I don't keep the show moving, there are people who get on the phone, and I can tell in 2 seconds they have no agenda. They have no agenda other than to hear their own voice. And that's when I get annoyed, and I hang up the phone, that's all. And some people tell me they enjoy that.
Yeah, but that's true, Howard. But, I mean, we're on the delay right now, right? I mean, what kind of delay are we on?
Sir, listen, if you're going to use foul language, I'm going to hang up on you.
Howard, you guys are incredible. I mean...
All right, now you're repeating yourself. You guys
Okay,
are incredible.
I'm
That you said
saying
twice
that-
already.
You know that you
Oh, you
spell
made your-
language. Now you want to fight with me.
What?
You know what? Wait, can I tell you?
No. He ran out of
Made
things
you
to say.
hang up on him. He
Yeah.
knew it was going to happen. It was a self-fulfilling prophecy.
How do you feel about this name change of Robin's?
I think she's probably planning to kill somebody. Either that or when she got her breast reduced, cut off some of the blood circulation to her head.
That's possible. No, that's a theory that
Now, there's a theory we hadn't heard before.
we hadn't explored that theory. Yeah, well, obviously it's completely out of control. But listen, this is Robin's life. This is what she likes to do.
No, don't you? I mean, people with 3 names usually are considered more intelligent, more credible, more.
There is a certain truth to that.
When you hear Robin Ophelia Quivers, then it gives me more credibility to sit here and be the voice of sanity on
Well,
the show.
very good. Listen, I'm into it. I don't even know why you're keeping Robin Ophelia Quivers. Why not just chuck that name and go to, Courtney Quivers or Christy Quivers or Princess Ophelia Quivers.
Princess Ophelia.
Yeah, I mean, go make a real statement.
Well, when I
If you're
said
gonna change your
it's
name.
the phase, if I get people used to the Robin Ophelia, maybe I can just drop the Robin.
You want to drop Robin.
I want to have a weird name.
Ophelia Quivers. So now instead of hating Ophelia, you love it.
Yeah,
Right.
because it's different. Nobody's Ophelia. There's too many Robins.
Right.
When the book goes to a second printing, will there be Ophelia stuck in there?
I don't think that I'm ready for that yet.
I was about to buy one out of the first printing, so I
That's
had
right. A lot of people want both names. All right, very good, sir. Thank you for that.
All right, dude. Later, Howard.
Right.
Bye-bye.
And finally, who cares? Finally, nothing. All right, I got to take a break, and we'll be back with the D'Amato press conference. Stuttering John, we sent him over there, and Stuttering John, of course, made news when he was there. We'll explain in a minute.
It's the Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
And for those of you just waking up, Robin announced a name change this morning.
That's
Took me by
Robin
surprise.
Ophelia.
Robin Ophelia Quivers. And she comes in here and says, when you call Robin, just say Robin Ophelia. And I said, I'm not doing it.
No, you did not. You're revolting on me.
I'm revolting already. I'm not. I said to her, you know what? It doesn't affect me, your name change, because I just call you Robin anyway. And she goes, no. I'm Robin Ophelia. I said, no. I thought the Robin was its own, and then Ophelia Quivers went with it.
It's Robin Ophelia.
Yeah, no. Well, I am not doing that. You know what? You know what?
I'm not
If you're
gonna
gonna,
answer you that.
if you are gonna do a name change, you need me to go into it with you.
I'm not going to answer.
No.
I cannot sit here and have you call her. What's new in the news, Robin Ophelia?
I'm just not gonna.
I love it. I love it.
I'm just not gonna call you anything. I'm just gonna go, okay.
Hey, you.
Go, hey, you, do the news.
No. You'll say, what's in the news? And I'll say, who you talking to?
I'm talking to you.
You, lady.
You.
Princess, 3 names.
Oh, I see. The Robin goes with Robin Ophelia.
Yes, Robin
Oh, boy, that's a big jump.
Like Mary
But
Ann.
Rodney Allen Rippey was Rodney, but then Robin said it's like Mary Ann. It's Robin Ophelia.
Or there's a newscaster called Mary Margaret Myers. So she's Mary Margaret.
Oh, is that what they call her?
Yeah.
All right, well, maybe I have to do that then. Robin Ophelia. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll try. Listen, what the hell? That's who's going to make you happy. Doesn't cost me anything. I feel stupid doing it. I'm the one who's got it. You know what? You change your name. I'm the one who's got to do it. Not you. You know who had a good name? Princess Summer Winter Spring Fall from the Howdy Doody show. Remember
and
her?
how did you split that up? It was always summer,
One
winter,
name.
spring, fall.
Yeah.
Summer, fall, winter, spring.
Yeah,
Summer,
that's
fall,
right.
winter,
Summer,
spring.
fall, winter,
Us
spring.
older people remember.
Summer, fall, winter, spring. Dice. I think Dice is a good suggestion.
Yeah.
Eric the Midget. I don't know. That'd be too sad.
That'd be a bad one again. That'd be a bummer.
No
A
way.
bummer type roast.
Eric the Midget, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hello, Eric.
I was calling in to say that I heard you guys talking about me being a possibility for a roast.
Yes.
Well, I would agree to do it.
Oh, no, you wouldn't. Not after you hear what they're going to say.
First of all, they're going to rip you a new little asshole. And secondly, I mean, these guys are professional comedians who their whole lives are just busting people's balls. And also, I'm worried with you that it could be sad.
Nobody's going to say Eric the actor once.
No. Yeah. It's going to be all midgets and I take bigger than you. And you're going to break down and probably just hang yourself. So I don't want to get involved in that.
I would agree to do it.
You would take all that abuse?
Yes.
What for?
What do you need? He always wants something, and I don't want to get into negotiating. You know? And then I never know if he's...
No, there's a stipulation here.
And then it'll be like, we'll have it all set, then he'll call up and go, I'm not getting roasted. I didn't like what you said.
That's it.
That's it, Stern. I know you. I know you better than you know you. It'll just end in disaster.
No, you don't, because you don't know what I'm about to say.
Well, here we go.
There was another thing you'd have to say.
Yeah, well, all right. Go ahead and say it then.
What I'm about to say is all that I was going to say was that just replace this idea with the flying with balloons idea, especially since that can't be done anymore now in light of the drowning incident at the Sacramento radio station.
Oh, it can't be done because of the drowning at the Sacramento radio station?
First of all, it wasn't a drowning. The woman drank a whole bunch of water and died.
Well, okay.
I don't know why you couldn't fly you with balloons in a studio. I don't see how you would die.
Because they're trying to make it where no more stupid radio stunts can be done anymore.
Yeah, but I'm going to cover my ass 50 different ways. I'm going to have you sign a thing that says, no way you blame me if you die. Then you're going to get on the air and say, I understand I'm going to drop from this possibly, and I'm going to cover my ass. And then if you die, I'll be fine.
So the flying thing could still go on.
And in fact, I just contacted the authorities. They said if I want to, I can have hold your wee for your wee with you.
It would be perfectly all right.
While you're flying, you have to hold your wee. We're going to give you 50 bottles of water, and then you're going to hold your wee while
And then
I
we'll
fly
give you a wee.
We'll send you home. And then you'll go, wee! He'll be pissing and flying around the studio at the same time.
I'm flying. I'm flying and pissing. Look out below. It's raining.
It's raining pee.
It's raining midget.
See what I mean? And that bothers you, right, when I say that? Yeah. And
You'll never be able to
I
handle the
reacted.
But you're not going to like the roast.
I just sat through that whole exchange between you and Robin and did not even say a thing.
Well, we're not professional comedians who write these scathing jokes.
Yeah, we're idiots.
Yeah,
what is it?
You know, it's funny. J.D., who hardly ever has an opinion on anything. J.D., why don't you come and tell the guys what you told me in the office?
I think Eric the Midget is an ungrateful douchebag, and I don't care if he's sitting in his wheelchair or not. I would punch him in the face.
Why?
Because he's an ungrateful douchebag. That's all he does is, like, complain. Everyone has to, be...
Why are you so angry, man?
I'm just
Dude, the
angry.
kid's a good dude. He's Eric the Midget.
Dude, he is not a good dude.
Oh, go bang your porn star.
He is so not a good dude, bro.
I like him.
Okay, he'll go get banged.
Yeah, okay.
I like Eric the Midget.
All right. I guess that's all that matters, but
I'm not going to roast him because I know it's going to freak him out.
He
just wants the attention.
He doesn't even know the devastation that could occur, though.
And you know what? I'm going to give you a porn star to him if you don't shut up.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Douchebag.
Who you calling the douchebag?
Eric the Midget.
Geek.
Geek? Is that what you called him, Eric?
Eric, let me think about it, but my every instinct tells me to avoid it. Although if you want to fly with balloons and pee, that's okay. All right, brother. Thank you, Eric.
Oh, wait. Howard.
Yes.
If that clip, that song, the Prince, if that is live, I think I know where it was done. He's performing every Friday and Saturday night at the Rio in Las Vegas.
Yeah, it sounds kind of live to me, actually. You know.
And he was not selling out performing on American Idol. His representation is 19 Entertainment, the producers of American Idol.
Do you
That's
understand
why he did that.
what selling out is?
That's why he did that, as a thank you to them.
No, he didn't. He doesn't do a thank you to anybody. He's like, kids aren't buying his records anymore. That's why he's on American
That's why
Idol.
he's on American Idol.
If American
He cares
Idol had
about record sales.
If only 5 million people a week were watching American Idol, then it's a thank you to them. That he
Right. Yeah, he wants the attention. He wants to be relevant. All right, thank you, Eric.
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye.
There you go.
Eric
Just
the
one
Midget.
gay rich, and you're a gay rich.
Eric the Midget is on the phone. He is dying for us to roast him. And I, first of all, will not roast Eric the Midget. And I have a couple of reasons why. Would you like to hear them, Eric?
Go ahead.
Yeah, and by the way, Catherine McPhee gave an interview recently, and she said the reason she is angry with us is because we gave out her phone number to a listener, that would be you, and that she said he abused the phone so much.
She had to change her number.
And I told you only to call her once or twice.
You said 3 times. That's what I did.
All right. She claims it was more.
Well, that's not true. If it is, check with Richard and Sal. Think about it. They have voice clips of mine on file. They could have easily called her with my voice clips.
Oh, you're claiming they did it, huh?
No, they didn't call her. I know for a fact they didn't.
You did.
Anyway, Eric the Midget wants, hey, Gary, can you bring in the list of people now? It's a long list of people we'd like to roast. But Eric the Midget is on the list, but I know for a fact that it'll turn into a disaster. Now, here's why I say this. One, who even knows if he'll show up, and that'll blow.
Right.
Because if he gets angry with us, he goes, I'm not coming to the roast.
As soon as we commit, he'll start holding us up for stuff.
Yeah, that's what his move is. He's very passive-aggressive. And then afterwards, oh, thank you. He'll also make calls to me beforehand, starting to make demands and just obnoxious shit he wants. So it's like, I don't want to deal with it.
Well, Yucca was in here yesterday and said he roasted Eric just a little bit, and Eric lost it.
When was that?
At whatever that stand-up was they just did out in California or
Oh,
someplace.
he was there?
Yeah.
Oh.
So, number one, Eric, you can't handle a roast.
I did not do anything at all.
Number two.
When Yucko said any jokes.
I know.
I just sat there, and I may have looked away or something, but I never gave him angry looks or anything like that.
It ain't easy, man. I'll tell you, after years of being a roaster, when you finally sit in that seat, bro, you find out a lot about yourself, about how sensitive you really are.
Yeah, because I got hit with some shrapnel, too, and I got to tell you something, Eric. I even found it hard to sit through, even though I
And
was
when
laughing.
you're the actual roastee,
Right.
it's like a dump truck backs up full of shit, just lands on your head.
And Abel, even when someone else is getting it, you can't even laugh well, because you know eventually everyone is getting to you.
And I know the call will come like,
my father said if I do the roast, he'll make me live at the lake house.
They're taking me back to the lake.
The lake house.
Well, the lake house, and God knows what house of horrors that is.
It's like a prison.
All I know is the kid doesn't want to go there. The lake house is a punishment. It sounds like a nice deal, lake house.
Is he like the midget Rockefeller?
I don't know. What's with the lake house? Why do you hate it so much?
Just too isolated.
It is prison.
He's Little Rockefeller.
He's like in the Phantom Zone.
He's half Nelson Rockefeller.
Are you like Superman? That's your fortress of solitude, the lake house?
I guess so.
You go there to talk to your father?
Are you a Superman freak? Do you love Superman?
I thought the last movie was real good.
Yeah. I just would think that Eric would like superheroes.
Why not? Yeah.
He's geeky like me.
But he'd also he needs superpowers.
Yeah. What is it, Sal?
Hey,
what's up?
Hey. Eric made a revelation to me when we did the Whack Pack Revelations.
Yeah.
And it was that he got I can't even say it, a harassment suit from the police because he...
No, harassment call.
Right, because you were calling a celebrity. So it wasn't us.
A semi-celebrity.
A semi-celebrity you were harassing.
You're telling me the police, Eric, got on you because...
She appeared on one reality show.
Yeah.
3 Wishes.
Okay. And what happened? You got her phone number?
Well, I got her mom's number.
You got her mom's number. And then what did you do?
I called it a couple of times, and that was about it. But the whole thing was...
What do you mean you called it a couple of times? How many times is a couple?
El Creepo.
You don't get a harassment suit because you called someone a couple of times, Eric.
Well, the mom was being a little protective because not only was I calling, but there were several other people calling as well and following this girl back to her apartment because Three Wishes did not do that good a job at covering up where this girl lived.
Yeah, so people like you could get her identity.
Eric, did you send her anything?
No.
Eric, did you send something to her?
No, I did not.
Like a human head?
Did you send her flowers?
No, I did not.
Guys are telling me that you sent her flowers to her apartment. That freaked her out, too.
I couldn't even get the correct apartment.
You would have.
Well, why were you calling this girl from the TV show? Would you have a crush on her?
Yeah, I thought she was really cute.
How old was she, like 13?
Oh, no. She was living on her own. She was 18.
Wow.
All right.
You did all the research, huh?
You don't think that's creepy, Eric?
Three Wishes gave a lot of info.
It's their fault.
What is Three Wishes, Robin?
That used to be, Amy Grant did this stupid show, when reality first hit, everybody was trying to figure out what they could do in reality.
Right.
And so Amy Grant was going to grant 3 wishes.
Yeah. And so one of her wishes was for Eric to leave her alone?
I guess, well, no, it wasn't Amy Grant. Were you calling Amy Grant?
No.
No, you were calling one of the people who was a contestant.
Eric should have mailed himself to her in a box.
Yeah, say it's flowers, and then, oh, wow, nice flowers.
It's me. You know you're not going to be able to take a roast. Sal will get up there and say some really awful shit about you, and it'll be terrible.
Yeah, now you've revealed what a creep you are. You better not be roasted.
I don't even think I could bring myself to do it. When you meet him in person,
oh, Sal.
Oh my! It's like stomping on a puppy.
Right.
I mean, it's just he's so.
I think it would be too sad. Also, I was going to say that was my 4th reason.
He's got these. His arms are so small on that turkey body. It looks like a T-Rex. Like little T-Rex arms.
Are you roasting him now? Is it as sad as it might have been for Gary to watch his beloved brother die of AIDS? You think it was that sad?
No, that was funny.
Yeah, no. That was good. Yeah, I think you'd go right ahead and roast him.
I don't think you have a heart in that body of yours.
I think Sal would do it, but what he's saying is it would be tough.
His heart would be
it would tank just because, look, I thought it was rough. I was alone in this, I think, but I thought it was too rough to do KC with his life situation right now. KC's a guy who bangs hot chicks every day.
And you're feeling sorry for him.
Yeah, so,
because Artie's point is, if you're going to roast someone, it's going to be someone who's doing well.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, not even well, just someone who's not in the, like, if you go to financial difficulties with KC and say he's homeless, he might really be homeless.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine on Howard TV, Eric, you are very severely handicapped. You're in a wheelchair. You're only about 4 feet. You're not even 4 feet tall. You're like 2'3".
Oh, here he goes. See, the moment they say 2'3", he starts.
Like, the perfect guy to roast is Donald Trump, actually.
Right.
Like, that's the
ideal
guy
to roast.
But I'm just saying, can you imagine turning on Howard TV? And there's this kid who, basically looks like Commander Pike from, Star Trek.
Yeah.
And we're insulting him.
Yeah. And we're insulting him, and I mean, just relentlessly picking on him.
Well, I think
People
back to the whole
freak.
Celestine thing. All we wanted her to do was eat food in front of us. Celestine was this woman with no arms and no legs.
I remember, yeah.
And we rolled her in, and we wanted to see her actually feed herself, and people were so sickened by the whole thing. It was the lowest rated show.
I thought it was going to be brilliant. I thought it was going to be brilliant. I said, well, here's a woman. She has no arms or legs, and she's telling me she can cut her own food and eat off a plate.
It's almost unbelievable. Inspirational, absolutely.
So first of all, okay, Channel 9, we were new to television, and the guys working with us weren't exactly brain surgeons, so they wheeled her out. She was a very dark-skinned black woman. And all she was a head. And they didn't realize that they had a black background. So it looked like they did. No, they didn't. It was just like a floating head. You know what I mean?
Floating eyes and teeth.
Right. And it looked weird. But nevertheless, I thought, wow, people are really going to want to see her cut her food. It's going to be like real. I mean, and I have to admit, it was the lowest rated segment in the Channel 9 history. Now, the Channel 9 show.
They turned people off. They turned it off.
Channel 9 show was so good, it beat Saturday Night Live every week. Like killed it. 2-1, 3-1 sometimes. We just schlonged them. They were freaking out. And but I remember we put it on in the last quarter hour. We dropped to a 3.2 share, which was the lowest share we'd ever had in the final quarter hour.
They bailed.
Yeah. So Eric,
I remember liking watching her do the Star Spangled Banner before U.S. Open Source.
I was totally wrong on that one.
just didn't read the public's mood. I remember Dormically goes, I told you, Celestine, it's too depressing. I go, yeah, well, it didn't help that you put a black background. I don't care what background. I told you. I go, so what does this mean? The two-headed twins are out? We had those no
arms, no legs, no ratings.
I had the original cast from What's My Line, all blindfolded. You know, I've Got a Secret kind of stuff, all blindfold. Arlene Francis, all of them. And the secret was, it was those two chicks who were joined at the head.
Yeah. Oh.
Because of Celestine, two men, we had the girls there and everything. Dan came to me and goes, I was just up in the room with them. It's going to be lower than the Celestine segment.
Oh, dear.
I said, are you kidding me? When those old biddies take off their blindfolds and they see the two-headed chick and that's her secret, they're going to freak out. He goes, it's not going to be funny. They're going to feel bad.
Are they still alive?
Who?
Yeah.
They were at the Stuttering John fight in Atlantic City.
They sang the Star-Spangled Banner.
And I remember, right, did they? I think they did at the John.
Yeah, singing one sang the anthem.
The John
people loved it. They ate it up.
Well, I remember being backstage at the John Cabby fight, and I guess whoever their handler was must have went to take a leak for a little while, and I walked by the room, and they were alone in a room banging up against shit because they had to situate themselves where the one was balanced in a perfect way on the table and the other one's head was right.
Well, they're joined at the head, but they face each other, which is the tops of their heads are joined.
It's maybe the most inspirational / depressing thing you will ever look at.
Yeah, but imagine roasting those two girls. Is Eric that far off?
You see, those two girls might be so far on the other side that maybe it would be funny to roast them. No, again,
what if we get Eric and those two girls? We roast all of them.
I mean,
we should have those two girls roast Eric. We put a microphone on each side of their head.
Yeah, this way we don't have to show up for work.
You know what I mean, Eric? And also, I know you. You're going to hold us up for, like, all kinds of things. I can't do that.
We don't have the time.
And it won't work, Eric, because you don't have the leverage with us here. The balloons thing we really want. Clearly, we don't give about this, so you're not going to get any major, deal-breaking points in the contract.
Okay, beef chicken, see if
I'll kick you right out of your chair, you little... How's that for chicken?
So what we're saying is that maybe it'd be too much.
If you don't think that you can do it, fine.
Ooh.
But I think I could outdo you, dumbasses.
Oh, you mean with a rebuttal?
Yeah, he's going to have the greatest rebuttal.
What kind of jokes would you do anyway, Sal?
I don't know. I don't know where to start. I mean, look at him. He was born a joke. I mean, it's just sad. And when you see him in person, it breaks your heart.
He's a good guy, too.
He's a great guy.
Eric, you're a good guy. We like you.
If you guys don't want to be outdone by me, fine.
You know what, Eric? Why don't you come up with a little sample roast for us and call us back? And let's see if Eric can, put it together.
Well, it would be a good roast if we got, like, the bearded woman in the circus and stuff.
I was going to say, if you have an all-freak roast.
Well, if the bearded woman roasts Eric, then I'm okay with it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You get the bearded woman, the fat person.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Or how about a whack pack roast?
Yeah, that's the only way it would work.
That's a funny idea. Just all whack pack and just roast Steve.
Hi, Eric.
Crackhead Bob.
Oh, what if you...
But Eric, I like you, and I think it would just come off really bad.
I hate to tell you, but High Pitch actually is starting to try to befriend me.
What does he do? Does he call
you?
He instant messages me on AOL and stuff like that.
How does he know your name on AOL?
Somehow he got it. I don't know exactly.
3 wishes.
Probably Zola or something.
You know High Pitch is scamming big time right now?
What's he doing?
I bumped into Gary's great friend yesterday who lives down the block. I saw him outside. He goes, so I met High Pitch Eric, and he gave High Pitch his phone number. High Pitch calls him and asks him, he goes, are you rich? And the guy goes, well, I'm okay. He goes, can you mail me some cash? And the guy mailed him cash.
Right.
My friend, he's a really nice guy.
Sweet guy.
He's pretty well off, and he's run into Eric. I don't know. I think at some point he may have paid Eric's cable bill.
Oh. Wow. For a dummy, he's good.
And then in fact, my friend told me that Eric called him and was crying that he couldn't feed the cat and the dog, and they were going to die or something.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because Eric ate all the pet food. That's why.
That's some scam. Can you mail me cash? It's not exactly a scam.
That's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it's pretty upfront at least.
And he took a laptop from him, too.
Wow.
How much cash are we talking about?
Probably mailed him 500.
Here's an idea. Instead of having you guys or the Whack Pack do it, there's over 1,000 people together with SFN and MySpace that would probably love to take your spots to roast me.
So good. Let them roast you. What do we give a shit?
Nah, it's not going to fly, Eric.
Put your number on MySpace. Have them leave roast messages on your machine.
Much like you, it's not going to fly.
All right?
How's he think he's going to take a roast? Every time somebody writes in, you should fly with balloons.
Wait, wasn't
he
Fratto
has a
in here
connection.
because he was whining about being attacked on the Stern Fan Network?
Yeah.
How's he going to handle a roast?
But he's not. That's my point. He doesn't know himself.
I'm not going to let up until you guys come to your senses.
He wants to be roasted.
Okay.
We don't want to see you cry, Eric.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that I will sit there the whole time.
You have no choice.
You see?
I'm not going to back out of it at all, and I'm not going to come up with any stupid demands for you guys to try to meet.
It's no fun to roast somebody who really wants to.
Yeah, he wants to be roasted too bad.
Yeah.
It's like,
We want the balloon.
All right, Eric, thank you. I don't think it's going to happen. Thank you.
All right, be chicken shit.
All right, we're chicken. Thank you, Eric. It's not a matter of being a chicken. She doesn't understand. It's just I don't think the audience will appreciate us taking a guy in a
Beating up
wheelchair.
on, a handicapped person.
Right. Hold on, I got to take care of it. Oh, wait, here's Blue Iris and Eric the Midget. Eric, I told you no about the roast.
Oh, well, I'm not going to give up.
So you're just going to harass us the way you did that girl from Three Wishes?
Yeah, we got to...
You guys, for 5 years, had call after call to jab at me, and you're not going to give me the opportunity for one day?
If you want to come in and roast us, it's fine. I'll put you on a roast where you can roast one of us.
Yeah, how about that?
But I'm not roasting you. You have medical problems. I know you don't take things well.
I don't give a I'm giving you the opportunity to do it.
And I know that as soon as I agree, you're going to bust my balls and start making all kinds of demands.
There is no demand. Period.
It'd be funny if you just put him on the dais for someone else's roast, and then we just roast the shit out of him.
Do you want to roast this guy at all?
No, I don't think him as a roast would work. I mean, it's not like we're being pussies in the sense that...
Yes, you are.
No, we're being selfish. We don't think it'll be a good show.
You are being one fat-ass pussy.
Dude, if we thought it would be a funny roast to roast you, we would do it.
Exactly. We're not, like, good do-gooders here.
You imagine the cutaway shots on TV to you? Hey, that Eric's a real asshole. And you cut away.
Everybody's laughing, and then you look at Eric.
Just like just a human head in a wheelchair?
Right. People are like, what the f*** is wrong with those idiots?
Yeah, they're going to think there's something wrong with us.
You know when you're in high school and everyone calls each other's mother a whore, and then the one kid's mom really is a whore? Whoa, is that awkward.
Yeah, I mean, what could you say about Eric that's not going to really cut to the bone, you know?
It's very hard to do, Eric.
You have my attention right now. Try it.
Why? First of all, why are you so into getting roasted? What's your
what's in it for you?
Yeah, exactly. What's your move here?
To prove that I can take it.
To prove that you can take it. That's it.
So when you're not able to, we look like the dicks.
Yeah. If you roll out of here crying, what am I going to do?
That's not going to happen.
You can't take that chance.
I'm telling you, Eric, as a guy who's had a very long, successful radio career, I'm telling you, it wouldn't be funny. You know,
right,
you're a nice guy. It's just not going to work. I mean, what if during it you die or something?
Ugh.
That's all I need with your health.
You guys are a bunch of losers.
You're right.
Well, whatever. Respect my decision.
I've jabbed at you about 3 or 4 times in this call.
You're like these guys on American Idol who can't sing, and Simon tells them they can't sing, and you don't want to...
won't leave the room.
Yeah.
I want you guys to do it.
I know you do, but you're not going to get what you want in this case. I'm very sorry.
okay, why in the hell you come up with stupid things that I do not agree to do, and then all of a sudden you come up with this, I agree to do it, and you won't let me.
Because we didn't ask you to do it.
We want you to fly.
Well, is there anyone who disagrees is there anyone on staff who disagrees with this assessment?
I'll give everyone a vote, but you've got to abide by the vote, and I don't want to hear from you again.
Maybe there's some people who think
Benji, do you think it'd be funny to roast Eric the Midget? Honestly, don't give me a shtick answer.
This is the real thing. Could we do a mini, 10-minute roast of him?
No, mini is not funny.
A full roast? I've said all along I think we should go outside the show anyway.
Right. So what is the answer? No. Fred?
No, he's going to cry like a... No.
Right. Artie?
Oh, shut up, you idiot.
I don't think he'll cry like a baby. I think it'll be bad for other reasons. No.
I vote it's too sad. Robin?
Too sad.
That's right. Anybody else? Sal and Richard, you're part of these roasts. Do you want to vote? Gary? Gary, am I wrong here? Eric the Midget roast. Sad?
Hey.
All right, Richard, go ahead. You seem to know something. Go ahead. Put on the mic.
I say no because when we met him, he's just such a tiny little guy, and he's so sad in person. I felt bad for all of our... You shut up, Eric. I mean, even that I would have to forgive if he was here in person.
Right.
He's just too, little guy.
My impression is that it sounds like a great idea until you actually have to look him in the eye.
Right.
And when he's sitting in front of you, it just gets... But he's insistent on it. I don't know.
So what are you saying, yes or no?
What's your vote?
No. He gets on my nerves, so I say yes.
Oh, stop. All right, that's one yes you got, Eric. Sal?
I think...
and Sal, by the way, is somebody who participates in the roast, so you got to abide by that. Yeah.
I think it's funnier that we won't give him the roast than actually roasting him. So I definitely say no.
Yeah, actually, this is a way to just
everything he wants, we won't give him.
Right.
And the things we want, he won't give us.
Well, yeah, we're actually roasting him now by not giving him a roast.
Yeah.
Right.
Now you know how it feels.
Eric, this is your roast.
I love that he can't believe that you won't let him fly with balloons now that he wants to fly.
That's notice my move every time.
What is wrong with you?
All right, Eric, thank you.
Hello?
All right.
All right, that's it. You have to abide by the decision.
How does it feel?
You all.
Congratulations. You've just been roasted. You know what, man? Language like that, I'm getting a restraining order.
See, Eric, we always win. We always win, even the roast we win.
Hey, Eric, call in tomorrow and say you definitely don't want to be roasted. Definitely not. Okay?
All right. That's Eric the Midget, everyone.
Life has roasted him.
God roasted him.
God roasted Eric.
Let's go to Mike in Phoenix. Mike, welcome to the wrap-up show.
Exactly.
Hello.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, I was just calling about Eric the Midget. He's a good addition for the show, but, man, picking on him and doing the roast on him would be the worst thing in the world. There's times, what was it, Will the other day said he wanted to come in and punch the
JD wanted to punch him in the face.
There's times I feel like I want to do the same thing, but then there's other times that it's like, all right, he's making me laugh my ass off, so.
Now, Gary, you were the one who said it's a good idea to bring Eric in. You were the only one, actually, who said he'd be a good roastee.
I don't know. It's just like he's going to be
the size of a pot roast.
First of all, he'd be so horrendous at any sort of rebuttal. I did say that I thought that seeing him might make it sad, but because we've never seen him in person, only the guys that go on the road have seen him.
Have you ever seen those pictures that people sent from he was on the set of one of those shows that he was on, a beautiful actress, and then he's sitting in his little wheelchair? There's nothing more pathetic than the view of that.
Well,
it just rips your friggin' heart out.
I've always joked around.
He's a beautiful woman. And this little, gnarly, knotted human being.
You know what he's got? It's like Mickey Rooney's wedding picture.
But isn't there something fun? Isn't there something funny about attacking somebody you shouldn't be attacking?
Oh, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
At what point does it become funny? I'm not sure I see that.
It's a dangerous line, so it could be interesting how it would work out.
We always joke around. He literally looks like he's traveling in a school desk. It looks like one of those school desks that has wheels on it.
Well, the last couple of times he's called in, he's had a few zingers for you and Artie and you also.
He's getting bald.
And that's fine. It's like, it's good that he has a sense of humor. Now, if he would just come in and fly with the balloons already.
See, at the end of the day, it's great that whatever he wants to do, we don't want to do.
I think what Ralph said, there's some validity to what Ralph said, and that it is so obnoxious obnoxious, but that, I think, would wear off. If he's live in the studio, you're committed to a full roast of that, where it might be funny the first 5 minutes. It could be.
Well, I don't want to.
Yeah, and you really are a freak.
High Pitch Eric has left, not High Pitch Eric, Eric the Midget, excuse me, has left many angry voicemails on my voicemail machine.
You mean recently he just made a bunch of voicemail calls?
Yes, he's very angry that we won't roast him. He's frustrated by this. And you can see it's directed at all of us, you, Robin, me, Artie, everyone.
So he's roasting us.
Well, he's just angry. He wants a roast.
Hey, well, this message is for Robin and Artie. Artie, I bet when you go to the doctor to get weighed, they have to borrow the elephant scale from the Bronx Zoo. Also, Robin, I think you're the only woman that can get turned on by the movie Veggie Tales. I bet Mr. X uses Veggie Tales to get you in the mood, doesn't he? And also, Robin, I had a question on my mind since you came out with that revelation. What felt more like your father's cock? What vegetable or meat that you used?
Wow.
And also...
We talk about an angry midget.
Wow.
Maybe we should roast this little...
He's funny.
You were doing that? Did you ever yell out your father's name? You motherfuckers. You think that I can't dish out as good as you can. Wrong. I'm going to keep leaving message after message after message, poking at each and every one of you until you finally get so pissed that you decide to finally roast me. Look, I have changed. I'm not that weak person anymore. I can't take it. So roast me, you dumb.
Wow, well, Robin, you just took a drubbing, and Artie, you too.
I mean, he hit me with a fat joke, whatever, but Robin really got it there in an awful way.
Vicious midget.
I'd love to introduce Eric to that midget who threw up this weekend in Vegas.
I saw a picture of that midget on a website. They got it up there, yeah.
The happy-go-lucky
the midget that threw up on Artie.
Oh, no, well, in the ice bucket.
Yeah, well, in the article, they say he threw up on you.
What article?
There's an article on it.
Hilton or something.
Perez Hilton?
I have not heard, by the way, I've not gotten a chance to preview any of these Eric the Midget calls. I'm listening to them for the first time with you, so that was very shocking to me.
I've definitely been put in my place.
Yeah. Now, what Eric doesn't understand, it's not that we don't think he can dish it out. We don't know that...
He can take it.
We think he can take it. We don't even know that we'd look good giving it to him.
Right.
Is the problem.
But I also think he'd have trouble taking it.
I have one question to ask you. Okay, why in the hell do you think I'm the one that's too sensitive? You know, I find that funny because out of all of you, there's three that I'm going to target right now. It's Stern, Robin, and Artie. Give me a break. I'm too sensitive. When you three get all bent out of shape when someone, Robin, mentions that you're wrong, or Howard, when somebody brings up the word marriage or the word engaged, you get all bent out of shape and start getting defensive and sensitive. Artie, somebody brings up Grandma Caprio, you start getting all defensive and upset.
Right.
Give me a break. I'm the sensitive one. You three need to check what the hell you say. Because you three, I think, are more sensitive than I. Big-nosed jackass, fat-ass Artie, and dumbass Robin. You three are the sensitive ones. I'm not sensitive anymore. All right? So get that through your brains.
Eric, don't you understand that we won't look good roasting you because you're a handicapped guy?
I don't give a...
Yeah, but I'm saying to other people, they can't handle it. You sitting there like a vegetable in a chair while we roast you is not going to make us look good.
Did you just hear me? I don't give a if you don't look good.
We do.
But we're trying to entertain people, Eric.
And by the way, your roast was vicious. Robin doesn't want me saying this, but Artie and Robin have tears rolling down their eyes right now.
It is. You sound so personal.
Hey, Artie, who has...
Hope you have a good time, you do. With my money.
I love that they think he's a millionaire because he has $8,300.
Oh, it's the best story of all time.
Best. JD wants to roast Eric the Midget. He has lines prepared.
Oh, let's hear it.
Yeah, JD, come on in and do your roast if you want.
Howard, JD really has hatred for him because as soon as you point down the button and start talking to Eric, I heard him walk by Sal's office and go, when is he going to die?
Oh.
You hate Eric the Midget, huh?
He is such a whiny piece of shit. I hate him.
But the guy's got...
Oh, come on. Dude, how long is he going to live with that? How long... He doesn't
The
care.
rest of his life?
Yeah, well, I didn't mean
He's
that.
probably not going to live that long, JD. Come on.
Well, I mean, he should,
All right, go ahead
be a
and
little
roast
happier.
Eric, you want to get roasted by JD right now?
Go ahead, like that dumbass can come up with anything to hurt me.
Go ahead, JD.
You're an annoying, nasty, foul-mouthed midget. But enough about Ronnie Mund. I'm here to roast Eric.
Oh, that was so fun.
That was good.
Ronnie catching more shit.
Go ahead.
There's only one way to roast Eric the Midget, in a toaster oven. Eric hates the name Eric the Midget, so I came up with a new name for you. Eric, the piece of whiny, no good douchebag, who I hope gets hit by a bus and dies in front of his parents. I haven't seen such a useless little dick in a wheelchair since I saw a nurse help Stephen Hawking take a piss.
What? You have some delivery.
Don't laugh through your punchline.
Well, at least now we're hearing the sequel to Napoleon Dynamite.
You're such a moron that you can't get through this without laughing.
I know, because it's funny. Now,
Did
shut
you
up.
write these jokes?
Jokes that
No
aren't
comment.
jokes that aren't even funny to the rest.
Okay, all right, shut up. Eric wishes his disease was AIDS, so then he would have at least been laid. Eric's parents and old people have a lot in common. They're both put positive in wheelchairs.
Ooh.
Wow.
The age joke doesn't make sense. You know that.
You can ask whoever.
I couldn't even understand through the mumbling what he was saying.
I mean, you don't have to get AIDS.
Right.
Oh, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Well, he's figuring that's how Eric would have gotten it.
It's a glaring hole.
And by the way, Eric did once get... What'd you get? You got to feel some chick's titty, right?
Yes.
Recently, I think.
Yeah.
No, not recently.
No, when was it?
Back in the 90s.
Oh.
Did you ever do the Three Fingers Jones, as Bubba would say?
Two-finger split?
Did you ever do a two-finger split, as the game would say?
No.
You never got your fingers wet?
No.
Ew.
He's got to get laid. We could get him laid so easily.
He wouldn't. We tried to get Tabitha. Wasn't Tabitha going to
Tabitha's willing to...
Tabitha will anything breathing.
You're
Okay.
breathing, aren't you? Would you, Tabitha?
No.
Can't believe that.
Tabitha.
I think Tabitha's got a great body. I don't know.
I'll tell you what, now that I'm single, if I was in the
He's-
right situation with
he's got
her,
more,
and she
he's
like
got more plastic than Barbie.
So what? Who cares?
It's better than nothing.
like if me and Tabitha were both drinking and she for some reason like gave me a sign at this point, I'd turn
Sure
hard.
you would. Of course you would.
I mean, you know, the porn star thing, I think she's got a hot enough body to cancel that out.
Some guy called me up earlier and asked me, who would I rather bang? Would I rather bang Pam Anderson or Jenna Jameson? I think Jenna Jameson.
I'd go with Pam Anderson.
You would?
I really would.
What was your thinking, Howard?
I think Jenna. I mean, okay, we're talking now, Jenna, you know, well, but she is a porn star. The germ thing freaks me out.
I think it's a no-brainer. I really do. I love Jenna, but Pam is like our Marilyn Monroe.
Right.
And she's just hot as hell.
I don't know.
No porn star aspect, although she's probably had a mile of dick in her.
Right.
Pam's looking a little better than Jenna now, anyway.
JD, please.
This is our fantasy.
Okay, sorry.
JD, I thought you were good, but there's some glaring holes you could drive a truck through.
I didn't necessarily write all these.
Hey, JD.
Yes.
I'm sure you didn't write any of them. Hey, JD.
Yes. Uh-oh.
Well, no, when you bang a porn star,
yes,
aren't you worried about, like, you know, where she's been and stuff?
Yeah, but they get, like, tested every month, so.
Like, when you go down on her, aren't you nervous there's going to be some fur growing on your tongue?
Well, a little, I guess. I don't know. You just got to...
You fully go down on her?
Yeah, I guess. Well, I'm probably not the best, but
you know, as good as I can.
I think I get gross when I get horny, but even this chick this weekend, and I've known her for a while, I didn't go down on her like a full, like...
yeah, I mean, she's...
Full liquor out Jones.
Full Jones, yeah.
Well, hey, we got to talk to... I want to find out what it's like to bang Artie Lang.
Well,
You called the chick?
that's easy. I called her last night, and
Yeah.
I have a 702 number on her. It's a cell phone, which is a Vegas area code.
Yeah.
But she doesn't live in Vegas. And last night, her voice is no longer on the cell phone I have. It's like a computerized thing.
Yeah, okay, that happens.
So, you know, I told her...
Give the number to Gary. He'll call. We'll try and line her up.
I don't know about that.
This is
Why?
Artie's girl.
Well-
He doesn't want Gary calling her. She'll run off
Not
with
his girl.
She's sort of like, I don't know, she seems like she might have something going on that, I don't know.
Like another life.
I don't know. They all have other lives, these poor girls.
Well, I mean, when we call her and ask her permission, I mean, we would...
And we'd give her anonymity. We just want to talk to her.
Right, and if she has any reason she doesn't want to come on, then she doesn't have to come on.
It's not that I...
You're not standing in the way.
It's not that I'm upset about, you know, getting a full review of myself.
But Artie, I would, if you're nervous, I mean, I wouldn't do anything to fit up for you. And I would just, what I would do is put her at ease, let her know that it's easy for her to remain anonymous, and tell her that we're not going to really give her a hard time. It'll be more about you, and you just make her feel better. I would never do anything to fit up for you.
I want to talk to her first.
Okay.
All right, fair enough.
I actually have. I think I lined up a chick, like, you know, that guess who someone bang thing.
Oh, yeah.
I think I got a chick, and it's a good one for another reason too. I've been trying to get her to come in. There's a little added thing that makes it even cooler about this chick that I you know, banged, and I think in a lineup it might be funny to see if you could guess.
All right, that'd be a good game.
I'm curious to see what you think, like, my abilities are to get a chick. Like, if I lined up 3 chicks and one of them wasn't that hot, like, if you would immediately go...
Like a one-legged humpback.
Yeah,
yeah, that's probably the one.
I'm curious. Yeah, I'm really curious about what you think I would...
You can get chicks.
No, but this is years ago.
All right, well, okay.
Before you were famous?
No, that's a fun game.
You were in show business or not?
I wasn't on the Stern Show yet. I was in show business.
All right.
Yeah, so it doesn't count, I guess. Sorry.
All right, Eric. Still, it's a no. No roast.
Hey, Artie.
Yeah, Eric.
Whose facial hair is better, yours or Grandma Caprio?
Wow. So you got to him, Eric. You know, I think they're afraid to roast you because you hit so below the belt.
I'm going to shove you in a spackle bucket.
You're the one who's saying don't roast him. Of course, I agree with you.
Let me see what other... He left other voicemails, too. Very vicious voicemails, evidently. Listen.
All of you and your listeners think I'm pathetic. Wrong. What you and your listeners don't realize is you're the pathetic ones. Yep, that's right. Newsflash, you're pathetic.
Hey, Eric, what do? You stay up all night and leave these messages?
No.
I mean, there's like 4 of them, and they get more and more vicious. Like, are you drinking? What are you doing?
No, I don't drink.
What do? You hang up the phone and you go, you know, I got to go tell those guys another thing.
Yeah.
Wow. What a night.
Did you know that they flew somebody with balloons on the Super Bowl?
Yeah, you've had up. Now the Super Bowl took our idea.
Oh, well. Pathetic, because you guys think you're a bunch of comics. Please. I've seen better comics on the reject round of Last Comic Standing. That moron that kept coming in after one audition after the other every city. Well, I think his name was Art Star or something.
What?
I screwed up his name. It's Buck Star.
All right. Hey, listen, I got to go. I'm getting
that's
bored.
funny.
That was mean.
With Buck Star, it's funnier.
All right, thanks. Sorry, Eric. We just don't think you're good roast material.
I don't care. I want you to do it.
Well, you can't force us.
I want to prove to you that it could be done.
I can't. I'm telling you, the visual of you sitting there in that chair, and, you know, I've seen pictures of Eric.
Uh-huh.
It's heartbreaking.
Yes.
He's a good guy.
Keep something in mind, though. There are a lot of pictures of me, but a lot of them are photoshopped ones that idiots put together that aren't even real.
I'm looking at one. You look like Larry Hagman after the liver transplant. Is that you?
Do you dye your hair?
No.
Oh. Like a weird blonde hair.
He looks exactly like somebody. Who does he look like? Larry
I told
King?
you, Jackie Martling.
I think it was
No, you're right, Jackie. That's true. That's a good one. But it's somebody else.
If Jackie was very sick.
Yeah, Eric, you look like Jackie Martling.
You know what?
Well, who does he look like, Fred?
I think he looks like a shrunken version of the guy who played the RoboCop, Peter Weller.
Yes, that's good.
That's a
But
good
a
one.
shrunken head version.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Like you take like those little gourds and stuff like that, and you put the eyes and stuff on it. That's what his head.
Actually, he looks like what I assume the Zodiac Killer in San Francisco probably would have looked like
if he were a midget.
See, Eric, you don't like hearing that kind of stuff.
I'm sitting here calmly, not reacting to it.
All right. All right, well, let me think about this, okay? Let me think it through. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, bye-bye. He really wants to be roasted. Is it possible, Artie, to roast him and come out looking halfway human? No.
I don't know. I
You don't
guess.
see it.
I mean, unless he's responsible somehow for killing someone and you hate him.
Yeah.
If he was a child molester.
But even then, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't see how we could. I don't see how you can make it last for a full hour. You know.
Hammering away, you know. People just hammering away. It would be hard.
Our roasts,
Hey, Ronnie.
our roasts are hammering.
Yeah.
Hey, Ronnie, the limo driver, can you call Eric for me and so I'm not the bad guy? And tell him that we don't want to have a roast? Please. Handle that for me. All right. Eric the Midget wants to say hello. Boy, I got more hate mail about Eric the Midget. People hate Eric.
Oh, dear.
They find him boring. They don't want us to be. Eric, I might have to stop.
Realize.
I might have to stop taking phone calls from you. The audience says
That should indicate to you that maybe people would like to see me get roasted.
I don't think so. I'll read you what they say, and you tell me if they want to see you roasted. Okay, Eric the Midget. I can't take any more of that Eric the Midget. Stop putting him on the air. He sucks and is so boring. I have to turn the channel when he's on. No more Eric. Here's one that says, he is so boring. I got to change the channel. Please, no more Eric. Get him off the air. Boring. You know, I think you're interesting, but a lot of people are writing me saying you're boring. But that's only 2 emails. Were there a lot more, Fred, about Eric the Midget?
Yeah, and it's usually that short, that sweet.
I see.
As he is.
All right, short and sweet like Eric. Anyway, what can I do for you, Eric, real quick?
Well, one thing is you could get your news team to stop calling up to my parents' house. I don't live there anymore.
Okay.
Not like they're going to reach me. And the other is I had a question to ask. Your girlfriend Bethel does the show Casino Cinema. Do you know, do they replay the episode like twice in 1 week? Because Diana DeGarmo was on Monday night, and I did not know that she was on, and I was wondering if they were going to rebroadcast it so I could catch it.
Well, you know, Eric, I don't know. Yes, Beth is the host of Casino Cinema, where they show a movie on Spike, and her and Steve Sharippa from The Sopranos actually interrupt the movie and play cards and stuff, play casino with you. It's
But Diana DeGarmo, an Idol winner,
Yes.
or not an Idol winner, an Idol runner-up.
Yes, Diana
was on
DeGarmo.
the
You know
show.
what? I do remember Beth telling me that I didn't think to tell Eric. I really didn't. I mean, it's right. He's in love with her.
How could you let that go?
Yeah, Beth said she was very nice. Yeah, Beth said she was very, very nice, Diana DeGarmo. Maybe I could get you a tape of it. I don't know if they replay it, Eric.
I would appreciate a tape.
You would like me to get you a tape? All right, I will ask Beth if Spike TV could give me a tape of Diana DeGarmo on Casino Cinema. How's
What
that?
else would you appreciate? We've been trying to figure that out for years.
Gary, make a note to ask Beth if she can get a tape, and we'll send it to Eric. Let's do that for him.
We'll do you yet another favor.
Yeah, I don't mind doing you a favor. Hey, Eric, there's a new voicemail, and I don't know if it's real or not. Can you tell me if this is you? Did you leave this on? Did you leave this? This is.
It was left yesterday. No, I didn't call at all.
All right, well, listen to this and tell me if this is you for real. Because I was shocked by this one. I really was.
This message is for Robin and Artie. I'm not that weak person anymore. I take it in the butt. Yep, that's right. Newsflash, I'm the pathetic midget, so give me the opportunity to eat your father's cock.
To respond or forward, press 1.
Was that you?
Wow.
You take it in the ass?
And you want to eat
No.
my father's cock? Ooh.
Holy.
That was not me at all.
Sounded like you.
Sounded like you.
Exactly like you.
It talks like a midget,
Now-
acts like, what's the saying?
It's Sal and Richard's work.
Actually, it's a song buried, man. He sent it to me this
Oh,
morning.
whatever.
Yeah, he got to work on that. I thought it was pretty funny.
If it cracks like a midget is what the saying is.
This message is for Robin and Artie. I'm not that weak person anymore. I take it in the butt. Yep, that's right. Newsflash, I'm the pathetic midget. So give me the opportunity to eat your father's cock.
To respond or forward, press 1.
Scary how they can make that sound so real. You don't think that's funny?
No.
And he wants to be roasted.
You don't want to be roasted, trust me. That would be tip of the iceberg stuff. Oh, let's see. Eric DeGarmo prank call on Gary page 1. I should maybe play that.
Oh, God, play that from last June, all right.
Oh, yeah, let's see. I got to find it. There's like 20 of them on here. Where is that? Gary page 1. Oh, I see. Give me an hour and I'll find it.
Howard, it's in one.
Yeah. That wasn't Fred, by the way.
That was Fred's voice.
No, that's not Fred.
Who is that?
When after that call...
Isn't that John Hunterlock?
Yeah, John Hunterlock.
Yeah, that was John.
Oh.
Hey, JD has a copy of Casino Cinema, which I can overnight to Eric, because I'm not sure that Beth can get it. I can overnight it to Eric, but JD doesn't like Eric, so he said if Eric says, I like Big Black Cock, he'll overnight it to him.
All right, if you say I like Big Black Cock, I'll overnight the tape to you.
I don't think I'll be saying that.
I guess you won't be getting the tape overnight.
What won't you be saying?
You're not going to trick me into saying that.
Just send him the tape. Thank you. Is there anything interesting on that tape? It's a pretty non-controversial show. Beth sometimes has good questions for people, but she's, you know, it's not that kind of, it's not the Howard Stern show. Yeah.
I'm not sending him the tape unless he says it.
What?
I like Big Black Cock.
Eric, just say it so he'll... Just say it.
JD?
Huh?
You do, JD?
Yeah, that's a good one, Eric.
Now we have JD and Gary on tape saying it.
Just say it quickly and get it over with so I can send you the tape.
I'll find another way to get it. I'm not saying that.
All right, then.
All right. JD has the tape. I want you to have it.
It's right here.
What's the big deal?
Find a way to sneak it away from them.
What's the big deal? What, are you homophobic? You can't say I like Big Black Cock? I just said it.
We know you don't.
You know they're going to figure out a way to make you say it anyway back there in the tape room.
Right. All right, just say I like black cock. Leave out the big.
No.
How about I like cock, period?
How about I like cock?
No, I'm not saying that either.
With the stereotyping, black and fur's big anyway, so...
All right, Eric.
It's a little redundant.
Eric, I'll get you the tape. Don't worry.
Okay, Stern.
Stern?
Yes.
You know how you guys don't really understand NASCAR?
Yeah.
Would you be willing to have a NASCAR 101 show?
No.
For you and the fans?
No, they do that on... The people who are on the NASCAR channel understand NASCAR. I don't need to educate them.
We understand that, Eric. It's people driving. We don't understand why it's popular.
Hey, you know...
that's what I could help with.
All right. Hey, thanks, Eric.
The race is going to be in Fontana in a couple of weeks.
Can you understand NASCAR if you've never driven? Have you ever driven a car?
No, but I understand what it's all about.
All right. All right. Thank you, Eric.
I've been a fan since 2000.
All right. Thanks, Eric, and we'll speak to you soon.
All right.
By the way, if it makes you feel any better, Siobhan has been saying that you should be roasted. Is that right, Siobhan?
Howard.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's extremely discriminatory not to roast Eric.
Well, I mean, we have creative decisions we have to make. It's not a matter of discrimination.
We would do it, but we don't want to turn off people.
Yeah, we feel it'll be too cruel.
Well, then maybe you could have the Whack Pack do a roast on him, because then it would be a bunch of disabled people roasting another disabled person.
Well, I don't think the Whack Pack is all that funny when they have to do stand-up. So
I
it would
got
be...
a good one.
Go ahead.
Eric the Midget was so lonely that his parents decided to get him a kitty cat to keep him company. But they had to get rid of the cat because it kept trying to bury Eric in its litter box.
First of all, when you say the word cat, it's not cut. Kitty cut, you said.
Kitty cat.
Kitty cut. It's kitty cat. It's kitty cat.
All right, I'll work on my...
This guy can't even say cat.
Cut.
All right, Siobhan. Thank you. And Eric, thank you. And hopefully you'll get that tape soon if we can find it, okay?
Hey, Howard.
Yeah.
Howard, could I sit in on some of your creative meetings?
No.
Why not?
Because it's not that kind of... I don't invite the public in on that.
Yeah, but I could come up with some really good ideas.
All right. Well, send them to us. Let me read them, okay?
Well, how do I get them to you?
Contact Artie.
Okay, what's his email?
My email, you ready? You got a pen?
Yeah.
It's Artie at... Baby Gorilla. /.org. /.org. Backspace, you got that?
What's a backspace?
That thing, that little underscore thing.
Oh,
right.
The underscore.
I'm sorry, right.
He doesn't even know his own address.
Underscore Jersey Boy.
Go ahead.
/.com.
/.com.
Yeah,
Backslash or slash?
No,
slash.
Forward. This is /.com.
So it's Artie at Baby Gorilla.
Right.
/.org. Underline.
No. Before the underline, you have to put the word corporate.
Corporate?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Is that necessary?
You don't remember your address?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
Corp or corporate?
Corporate. CORPORATE. Corporate.
Now, so it's Artie.
Go ahead.
At Baby Gorilla.
Right.
.org. Corporate.
Right.
Backspace. Jersey Boy.
Not backspace.
No, whatever.
What do you call it? Underscore.
Yeah.
Underscore.
Right.
Jersey Boy. /.com.
Yes, that's it.
Is that right? /.com.
Yeah, that's
not
it.
.com, just /.
No, /.com. She's right.
All right.
He's right. So just, yes, get it to me whenever.
Okay.
All right?
Right. Or just write him at his house if you want to do...
Isn't there a number she could call?
What's his P.O. box?
1313 Mockingbird Lane. All right, now leave me alone.
Just send it to the studio.
Just email it to me. I'll get it.
Okay.
Thank you.
We got to get Jackie's joke line number again so we can recall it.
What is it, Eric?
Isn't it, Artie, you're a fat, full of shit idiot? That address doesn't exist.
What are you talking about?
Well, why would you give out a fake address? I want to get those ideas from Siobhan.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure you do.
I would have Siobhan in on the meeting, but I'm afraid I get nauseous.
Well, if I get anything good from her by tomorrow, that's when the meeting is, we'll put it in the meeting.
Thank you very much, Eric.
Bye.
That's Eric the Midget. Eric, you might as well hear this firsthand. People really... Hold on a second. People don't really want to hear you get roasted, pal.
Well, then do it.
They don't want to hear it, I said. Please,
He doesn't care what the people want.
Please do not roast Eric the little jerk-off. For the love of all things funny, please don't roast him. He seems like a little obsessive, and the idea he'll leave voicemail after voicemail at Barb's is just pure comedy gold. He wouldn't give you this balloon stunt. Why should you do anything for him? Keep
Whoa. Fuck. Hold on.
Wow.
What the f is that person's problem? I agreed in December to do the balloon stunt.
No, you didn't.
It's your fault. It's not done.
Oh, you wanted things that were impossible to get to.
You on a TV show, Hero.
In December, I did not say I wanted one thing out of you.
Oh, please.
Do it.
Who could remember?
I mean, what are you talking about? That's ancient history.
I mean, every day you say you'll do it, and the next day you call back and say you won't do it.
Here's a guy who says, roast that annoying ass, slow-talking midget. You are worried about criticism. Since when do you care what people think about you? Plus, he's asking for it. No, I'm not worried about criticism from the audience. I'm saying I don't think it would ultimately be funny because, it's just too easy. Just trust me. It's not going to work. Right, Artie? Explain it. You're a comedian.
Artie would have to write the jokes.
Well, it's just, exactly. It's there should be some sort of fun-loving aspect to the whole thing where, the guy you're roasting isn't really that down and could get up and bust your balls just as bad and go on with life just sort of normal. And it would be sad. That's a strong word, but yeah, it would be sad. And it's hard to do comedy in that situation.
I'm Eric the Midget, and I'm sick of this. I'm Eric the Midget, and I'm jerking my dick. Your boss is a piece of shit.
All right, Eric, that's it. No roast.
Roast me.
You will not be roasted. That's the final word. Get over it.
Do it.
Did you just call me a chicken?
Yes.
That's okay. No problem. All right. Thanks, Eric. I'm sorry this is driving you nuts, but I really don't think it would be a big laugh to roast you.
Stop discriminating against me. Siobhan was right. You were discriminating against me.
I am discriminating against you. It's my job to do what's funny on this show, and it won't be funny roasting you.
It will be, you jackass.
Eric, no offense to you. I'm in a position where I've made people laugh for millions of years, right? And you have yet to make anybody laugh.
Make people sick.
You know, yeah, you're making people sick. So I must have some pretty good judgment for this show. I must know what I'm doing.
You don't have any judgment, you jackass.
Yeah.
Do you think I have a good show?
No.
And you listen every day and you still don't think I have a good show?
Wait.
No, I don't.
What?
Wait. We got a guy here who sits by his computer all day and watches American Idol, and he's criticizing the guy who is considered the king of all media. Eric, where's your credentials? Dude.
But what, you say you
Get a
don't
reality
listen to
check.
this show?
You're the king of all dumbasses, what you are, Stern.
You're one of them.
Eric, listen to me. You don't listen to the show.
Yes, I listen to the show.
Well, you just said you didn't.
No, he says he listens, but it's not a good show.
Oh, why do you listen to a bad show?
Gee, again, Robin, you're wrong.
So what? But why do you then listen to a show you don't like?
Just because maybe I want to. I hear a bunch of dumbasses try to be funny.
Oh, so it makes you feel better.
Is anything good about the show?
Some of the celebrity interviews.
All right. Well, Nancy Sinatra's coming in.
Can I ask one question of Eric? Then who does do a great radio show, in your opinion?
Seacrest.
Seacrest. All right. Well, then go listen to Seacrest.
Right,
let him roast you.
Yeah.
Let him roast you.
Why'd you call Seacrest?
Out.
I can't get his show from here.
Oh.
Well, then how would you know it's good, Eric?
Right.
You don't make any
Because he's on Idol. And they wouldn't put anyone on Idol who wasn't good. All right. Thank you, Eric.
I like Don K. Reed and the Doo-Wop Shop.
I like you, Eric, and I understand your frustration. You want to be roasted, and I don't want to roast you.
Seacrest roast you.
Right. Yeah. Thank you, Eric. I'm being polite. Thanks, Eric. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye. Let's go to this piece of tape. This is I got a couple of pieces of tape. First of all, here's Eric the Midget. Oh, here he is on the phone, too. Hey, Eric, this sounds like a shakedown to Johnny, as far as I'm concerned, for a Christmas gift. Am I right?
No, if you listen to the message...
I'm going to play it now. Hold on. Here's Eric the Midget talking to Johnny on his answering machine about why he hates Christmas, but somehow it sounds to me like he's begging for a new BlackBerry. Check it out.
Hey, Johnny, I was thinking that you possibly had a couple minutes to talk, but I guess not. Just sitting here trying to go over things about, Christmas, people wanting me to buy this and that for them. By the time everything's been bought, I'll just go to them and be broke. Makes me hate Christmas. I don't know why everybody expects me to spend my money. Makes me really hate Christmas. One thing that would be nice is getting the new Verizon BlackBerry storm phone from somebody for Christmas. You know, it's like over $400, but you know, it definitely would be nice to get that as a Christmas present. It's over $400 without the contract, that is. And since I'm already a contracted Verizon customer, I don't need that part. So, all right, just thought you'd be available to talk. Hope to hear back from you soon. Bye.
Yeah, that's a solicitation.
No. You're such a weasel.
You are a bunch of deaf-ass wipes.
Where did you not say you want him to get you a BlackBerry?
Hey, let him talk.
Up for a minute.
Yeah, what did you say, Eric?
Do you hear the key word? Somebody?
Yeah, well, you're talking to Johnny.
In particular?
Yeah, but Eric, come on. You're telling Johnny that. You want him to get it for you. I mean, what is he supposed to think? Eric, stop it. We're not deaf.
Somebody.
Oh, yes, you are.
Eric, listen to me. Admit for once. You want Johnny to buy you a new BlackBerry.
I'm not admitting.
Why would you leave that? First of all, you want somebody to buy you the new... You're talking to Johnny on his private answering machine. Who else is going to hear that message?
Well, what? You don't think I've suggested that to other people as well?
You're trying to get it from everybody.
Right. We're saying you're just soliciting gifts.
And then you're like, somebody doesn't have to get me a contract. Somebody. You're talking to Johnny. I mean, it's crazy.
Meanwhile, you're saying how you hate spending all your money on others.
Yeah, I mean, some Christmas spirit. You want everyone to buy you gifts, and you don't want to buy anyone a gift.
Once again, Eric, you've slammed the door in the face of decency.
Yeah, it's a worthless sack of shit.
Now I'm believing that name, and I used to say you shouldn't call yourself that.
Eric, the piece of crap.
You're right.
All right, you don't have to beat yourself up.
Eric, the idiot.
Man, he is hard on himself.
Johnny, you going to give him a BlackBerry?
Howard, I'm so confused by that message. I wasn't even sure what I heard. It woke me up.
Right.
I was listening, and I felt like we were in one place, and all of a sudden I was in a whole other place. I don't know. No BlackBerry. I called him to embarrass him, actually.
Good.
Because I spoke with Rich from the Bunny Ranch, and Rich told me that when those girls were walking to his room, he said it looked like the Death March to Us, which Howard.
Wow.
They were walking real slow, and they had those faces. He said all they needed was shaved heads. He said he could have felt, you know.
Oh, God, that must be awful.
Eric, are you going back to the Bunny Ranch this weekend?
Can I talk about that?
Yeah.
It's very clear. I got an email from somebody who works at the Bunny Ranch. Eric is clearly worn out his welcome.
Oh,
let me hear.
Well, the guy talks about how like he brought a girl to where Eric was, to the house, to blow him, and Eric got mad at him, you know. But here's the big story. Why
was Eric mad at the guy?
Yeah, why would he get mad because the girl is coming to do him a favor?
While boarding the plane, Eric text messaged me and said, we cannot come over to see him because he doesn't know us well enough. Also, it looks like Eric has banned his handler from getting of any kind, even if he pays for it at the Bunny Ranch, because Eric doesn't want to be with anyone that's been with this handler.
Eric, what's up with that?
Scumbag.
Hasn't your Why don't you want don't you want your handler to get laid?
You'd think you'd want that guy to be happy.
He don't want to share with the handler.
He doesn't want to share with anybody.
Eric, is that true or not?
Yeah.
Why don't you want your handler getting...
I don't know exactly.
Are you jealous?
He thinks they're all his.
You want to be the only one having sex with the girls? I mean, they're whores. I mean, why can't your handler, if he pays, get some...
Howard, he knows why. Go ahead and tell us why you banned your handler from...
I don't know why.
You do know why. Robin's right.
Eric, is it a sloppy seconds thing? Be honest.
No, he wants to be the
You're the
kingpin.
man, right?
Yeah. He wants to be the man.
I guess that could be it.
Yeah.
There's more, Howard.
Go ahead.
Oh, this isn't nearly done. So this guy from the Bunny Ranch says he heard Eric talking on our show that he's coming to the Bunny Ranch this Sunday. I checked with our drivers, and there was a limo reserved to pick Eric up. I assumed Dennis had done it. I spoke to Dennis. He knew nothing of it. Turns out the arrogant prick called and reserved it himself without even asking. Wow. So when I called Eric, I said he was going to pay for his trip. His reply was that if we didn't want to comp him, we could bill Johnny Fratto. So my staff called Johnny. He didn't know anything about the trip, and he seemed irritated.
Oh,
Eric.
my God, Eric.
Is that true?
Tell him, Eric. I never even heard a word about
Wait, hold on, Johnny. Eric.
A Blackberry ended.
Eric, you can't tell... you told the Bunny Ranch that they could build Johnny Fratto?
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
I don't know why I did.
Because you're a dickhead.
Are you losing your mind, Eric?
No.
Artie, get another suicide note for you-know-who.
Johnny. Eric. Wait a second.
Eric, you wonder why people won't take your calls?
Eric, you can't go doing stuff like that. You can't put on Johnny's bill the Bunny Ranch. First of all, his wife will see that.
Both of them.
Second of all, who knows what kind of tab Eric could run up?
Millions. Johnny gets a bill for $1 million.
From a whorehouse.
From a whorehouse. But, Eric, Johnny can't... You can't just say... That's like... What if I call someone and said, just bill it to Eric the Midget?
Well, Eric the Midget doesn't exist.
Well, whatever your name is, I don't even know. Eric Smith.
He says go ahead and do that.
The shithead.
All right, Eric the shithead.
No version of Eric.
Howard, something happens. I'm seeing something now. Something happens to this around Christmas time. He's got like that Christmas going on.
Is that true,
You know,
Eric?
like the guy that hates Christmas.
Like a Scrooge kind of character.
Yeah.
Eric, I can't believe what I'm hearing about you. I always thought you were an honest guy. That's fraud. You can't bill something to... Thank God the Bunny Ranch didn't let you do
No,
that.
Howard, he left me a message that I was going to get a bill.
Oh.
Oh, he did tell you.
Oh, and he left me a message, yeah.
But doesn't he have to ask you?
That's how I would do it.
Yeah.
So, Eric, where do you get off thinking you can just spend Johnny's money?
He said he gets in a bad mood at Christmas, Robin. That's the only reason he did it.
Well, come on, Eric. You can't? You know you have to ask Johnny first, don't you?
Right, I guess I do.
Yeah. And what made you lose all sensibility? I know you're a sensible guy. What made you lose all sensibility and tell the Bunny Ranch that they're going to bill Johnny and then just call Johnny until you're getting billed?
Well, first he called the Bunny Ranch and reserved a limo as if they should do everything for him for free.
Right. Eric, what are you thinking here? You just love that pussy so much you have to get more?
Yeah, I guess that's it.
It's making you mental, isn't it?
You're going crazy, right?
He's got to go to one of them little study schools if they have one for
midget.
You got to go to a little study school.
You only got to go half the time or something.
You know, in a sense, Eric, it's like a heroin addict, like what Artie goes through. I mean, you've had a taste, and now you're going crazy for it, right?
Cunt struck.
Yeah, but Howard, explain to him that the Bunny Ranch guy went all the way to Sacramento figuring he was going to go have a cup of coffee or something with Eric. Eric tells the guy he can't come over. Then he goes to a strip club. I don't even want to tell the story. That rich guy should call and tell the story. Then he says he goes to a strip club, and he don't tell this rich guy that he's going anywhere. Then he asks for all this other stuff.
I know. Eric, what's going to be?
Eric, you're biting the hands that get you the pussy.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. I guess it's just the fact that it's been over a month, so I guess it's making me go a little crazy.
Yeah.
Look at that, Howard.
Poor little guy wants some pussy really bad.
What'd you do for the first 30 years?
Well, that's the problem. He was okay. They gave him the pussy, and now he knows what it's like, and he's going, oh, my God, there's a whole world out there I'm not getting.
But let me ask you something, Howard, because Rich is the guy who flew him out there and set him up. Why wouldn't he have a cup of coffee with him?
Yeah, Eric, that was silly. You should. Robert's right. You should have schmoozed the guy a little.
And the guy had a broad with him that would blow him.
What's your problem, Eric?
Eric, the lame-ass midget.
Right.
Fred, the retard that can't stop pushing buttons. Eric, the retarded midget.
Oh, now you're going to push more buttons.
Really, Eric? Why would you blow off Rich?
Annoying midget.
Okay.
He completely blew the guy, went all the way to Sacramento. He blew him off. He was in the town.
Eric, are you jerking off like crazy?
No.
But the point is, that's the guy who gives you access. Why wouldn't you be friendly with him?
Answer the question.
Maybe I'd answer more questions if Fred would stop pushing the buttons and talk and over me with those clips. Eric, the stupid midget. Eric, the chicken midget. How do you expect me to answer questions?
You got a point there.
Loudmouth midget.
Actually, we don't. We're just going to keep doing that.
No, but Eric, I am so shocked. I have to tell you, for the first time you shocked me.
He's made every wrong move.
You're making a lot of wrong moves.
Hey, if that rich guy calls you guys, you got to pick up the phone because I'm telling you, you got to hear this guy's story. I mean, I've left a lot out. I mean, there's a bigger story there.
Johnny, do you think Eric's gotten carried away with himself?
I think that he's definitely... I mean, I understand how he could say put it on my bill because I've done that before with other things. I mean, but I did it. You know what I mean?
Right, it was your idea.
It was your idea to do it. Here's Dominic Barber to weigh in. Go ahead, Dominic.
Well, first of all, hi, Johnny.
Hi, Dominic.
This is interstate credit card fraud. Even if Johnny doesn't want to file charges, I don't think it's going to matter. It's a use of a credit card for fraudulent purposes. and I have to tell you, I think the FBI will be involved, and I think...
How much time could he get? How much time could he get?
Not enough. Interstate...
I hate when these motherfuckers FBI...
Does he have any priors?
I think he'll be... Hey, Dominic.
Well, got to be talking about the FBI and the police. All I need is that suicide note from Artie and a little time alone with him.
Hey, Dominic. How's that new Jewish broad you're being seen around town with?
I'm being seen with a new Jewish broad?
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Stacy?
I hear you're in love.
Please, I'm just...
He's going around squiring.
Already?
He's got a new Jewish... He's just about to marry this one.
Are you engaged, Dominic?
Dominic.
Hey, Dominic.
I'll go to my date in a minute. But, Eric, it's probably 26 to 34 months. But you know what? When they come to arrest you, they may not have handcuffs.
He's cracking himself up.
He's got a joke in his head that nobody else is hearing.
I said this new woman, this poor woman.
Dominic, I gave him...
Dominic's got a new girlfriend. Somebody warned the girlfriend.
Victim number 5.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who's in worse trouble? Dominic's girlfriend or Casey's girlfriend?
Dominic's new girlfriend.
I feel sorry for the next guy. I feel sorry for the next guy who Dominic...
My girlfriend is in much worse trouble being involved with me. Wouldn't you say that?
Yeah.
Right, thank you.
Where'd you meet this broad?
I'm not allowed to talk about it.
At a restaurant.
Confidentiality.
At a restaurant.
He did.
Where else would you find out?
He met her at Mateo's.
Really?
No, I didn't.
He saw her sitting at a table.
Oh, please, I did not. Listen, one day I'll tell you the truth. I did not meet her there. However...
I know you did.
We have you're absolutely wrong. How do you like those apples?
I like apples a lot.
I'm coming on the show tomorrow, and I will tell all.
All right, come down here tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.
Ready to tell all.
Okay.
How's that?
Thank you. All right,
I gave him my credit card, Dominic. He's got one in case.
Yeah, but you know, the use of a credit card. Did you give?
Oh, Dominic, stop it.
I gave him a physical card.
Right.
You gave him a card, Johnny?
In case he had an emergency.
Well, he does.
Well, he does. He has a pussy emergency.
Oh, in that case, Eric, feel free to use it.
I don't think that counts as an emergency.
Well, then you'd be wrong.
Get it.
Maybe not to you.
You'd be totally wrong then.
You get it.
Hey, Robin, I swear to God, Casey's girlfriend's in much more trouble because I saw her, and I'm not kidding you when I tell you, I saw bumps come out of her chest, and they spelled help me.
All right, Johnny, Eric, I don't know what's going on. Eric, you got to ask Johnny before you spend his money, okay? You got it?
Right. Yeah.
And you just burned your bridge at the Bunny Ranch.
Holy shit.
This Saturday, I'm going to go see someone that used to appear on your show regularly, Lisa Weapons.
Lisa Weapons?
Lisa Weapons.
Oh, Lisa Weapons. Oh, yeah, where are you going to see her?
At San Francisco Strip Club.
All right. Have a good time, Eric. What, did you meet her on the Internet?
Yeah, I talked to someone that she knows I talked to him on the Internet.
Say hi to her.
Think you'll be getting some action?
I don't know if I will, but I'll say hi for you.
And please say hi to Lethal Weapons for me.
Yeah.
Johnny, thank you. Eric, thank you.
Hey, before I go, Howard, you got to make sure you don't get Beth pregnant.
I will be.
Howard, it is, I mean, now that 6-year-old was tough, this baby is all the way up.
No kidding.
Oh, God.
I know.
Oh,
You're too old. You're too old to be having kids. I don't know what you do.
I can't do. I get dizzy when I hold the kid.
The Bible
I'm
says
afraid I'm going to fall down.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow.
Johnny, you had it made.
True.
What are you doing? You had a hot wife.
Yeah, all of that.
You're busy with the babies and
Lots
carrying
of
on.
leisure time.
Yeah, you were.
I'm walking to one school, and then the other one's home crying, and we're switching back and forth. I've held him about 5 times tonight. She's got him now. He don't want to go to sleep. He stays up all night.
Yeah, they're torturing you, these kids.
They are.
I don't know what you did. Why did you have to have a second one?
Why did Howard, I want to know. I need some therapy. Why did I do that?
Why did you do it?
It was absolutely perfect. The other one was getting to the age, where you go to bed, you could talk to him. This guy, you can't even do nothing. He don't know nothing.
Of course. These guys, especially a guy like Johnny, he's already, this is his, what is it, your second marriage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a young wife, gorgeous, and he's got a great lifestyle. No pressure. All right, the young wife wanted a baby. I don't even know why he did that, but okay, he has this 6-year-old now, fine. He was in the clear. In other words, this one will be starting school. I'll have some free time.
Oh, one is in school. The one's in first grade.
I know.
But that's what we're saying. You were free. You were getting free.
And now to have a baby 6 years apart. And he already has grown children.
Yeah.
And now his wife's going to be tied up with this kid. He's not going to be getting laid. His wife's going to turn into a mother. It's enough already. You're too old for that. How old are you now?
54.
Yeah. Well, good luck to you.
Unbelievable. And they got the grandkid. Now they're bringing the grandkid over here, and the nephew is younger than the grandkid.
You might as well open a daycare center.
I was thinking about it. You know when you're going to be free again? When you're 72.
Oh.
Yeah, you'll be free again. Your kids will be out of the house. Have a party. All right, thank you.
Be careful.
All right, be careful.
Party the suicide note. Get it ready, and not for me.
Well,
who gets it.
I have a few different versions. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Eric, pace yourself, okay?
Right.
All right.
And yourself.
The beauty of Eric is he has no idea when he's burning a bridge.
Eric, the shithead.
All right, here's the guy from the Bunny Ranch.
Oh, no, I got to hear this.
Hey, Rich.
Hey, Howard, how are you?
So Eric's hocking you to come back to the Bunny Ranch, huh?
Look, this little, I'm listening to your show yesterday, and I hear, Eric's coming to the Bunny Ranch.
Right.
I thought, well, that's interesting. The son of a invited himself. I checked with our limo people, and, yeah, he's on the board to be picked up in my stretch, so I figured Dennis ordered it, right? I talked to Dennis. Dennis hadn't heard anything about it. So I finally tracked down the person who took the call. He called himself and put in for this limo to come pick him up.
A limo, no less.
Oh, yeah, stretch limo, Howard.
Eric, what is going on?
Who's paying for that limo?
Well, very good question, Johnny, because I called Eric and I asked him the very question, and he says to me, well, can you comp me? I said, I don't know, Eric, probably not. He said, well, just send the bill to Johnny Fratto.
And Rich, why would you comp Eric when Eric won't even have a cup of coffee with you?
Yeah, it really did kind of hurt my feelings, Robin, because I flew all the way to Sacramento. I figured, we could break bread or have a cup of coffee. And since I had him in my home, I took care of the little bastard. And then I fly all the way to Sacramento just to say hello to kind of, continue the friendship. And he totally blows me off. Now, he tells me that he's stuck in the house and I can't come over there. There's all sorts of excuses. The next day I get a call from a stripper in Sacramento. He'd been out to an all-nude strip club all night, and she wanted to know if he really needed to audition her before she could come work here at the Bunny Ranch.
Oh!
He kissed himself.
Hey, Eric, just why not hang out with the guy who's going to give you free comps? Rich gets you to the Bunny Ranch for free. Why in God's name didn't you hang with him?
I don't know.
You do know. What happened?
I know.
What do you know?
I think Eric don't want the roommate to get nothing. I think he's trying to keep the roommate from the broads.
Is that true, Eric?
because he doesn't want to follow him or to have him, you know, he doesn't want to share with the roommate. You know, he don't want him to have the same experiences.
Howard, let's call a spade a spade. The reason he's getting all of this stuff is basically because I know who he is from your show.
Right. We point that out to him all the time. He's like, he just does, he's incredulous.
Exactly. So he's getting all this stuff, and now he acts like he's King Stud, and he doesn't need anybody. Well, let me tell you something. I've seen pictures of the Bataan Death March, and I've seen some of the horrible images of prisoners in Auschwitz, and that's what the girls look like when they're walking down the hall to go see this room.
How do you get the girls to have sex with them then? You can command them to have sex with him?
Well, the girls will do pretty much whatever's necessary for marketing or for goodwill for us and so forth. And you know what? If you kind of.
But Rich, let me ask you something. It is Christmas. Is there a chance that Eric can get back to the Bunny Ranch in some way?
No. Say it there, Rich.
And Rich, I don't know if you're 100% right. The girls do text Eric, and they say they love him.
That's probably some guy at the Bunny Ranch answering text.
Right,
okay.
Eric, don't those girls say they love you?
Oh, I said they miss me.
Right.
All right, two things, Howard. If Robin says no, never. But Cherry actually kind of liked him.
She did.
Because she thought he was sweet, and and then he killed her.
Right. Yeah, Eric, did you hear that?
Yeah. That's the one he threw out of the boat.
Right, he took Holly over Cherry.
Robin, it was Haley, not Holly.
Whatever. I'm not getting it. I shouldn't remember her name.
Robin's not.
Well, you know what? In the Christmas spirit, I think Eric should get to go back one more time.
I don't think so.
You know?
Look, he disrespected Rich.
As long as I'm not paying, he could go.
But he disrespected Rich completely.
I think Eric should be allowed to go and be allowed to use Johnny's credit card carte blanche.
Really? Wow, you're a good guy.
That's how generous I am.
That's
you're
a controversial stance.
Yeah.
Dennis Hoff paid for all this stuff at the end of the day. Did he ever say thank you, Dennis?
Did you ever say thank you to Dennis Hoff, Eric?
I believe I did.
No, I don't think so.
I never heard it.
Did he ever say thank you, Howard and Robin?
Oh,
no. Never.
And what about I think he's got cash. I've seen his roommate John with a wad of cash from Artie photos. Did he ever say thank you, Artie?
No.
Of course not.
Hey, what about Shaq? I'm the one who picks up the most shit.
I know, Johnny.
He told me to send Johnny the bill.
All right, guys.
You know, some lady from Howard, I'm going to tell you something. Tell all your viewers out there, you never want to owe the Bunny Ranch any money, because the woman called me from their office, and she was firm about collecting the money. I had to really go crazy to explain to her, I don't even know what you're talking about.
You don't want to owe whorehouses money.
Well, Eric, I'm going to explain to you once and for all. When you have people who are doing nice things for you, you must say thank you and really be gracious. Number two, Johnny's credit card can't be used unless in an emergency, and this is not an emergency.
It would be like a flat tire would be an emergency.
Number three, I mean, Eric, look, if you want, you got Rich on the phone. If you want to beg him for a trip to the Bunny Ranch, go ahead. It's up to Rich.
Can I please have another trip up to the Bunny Ranch?
No.
Bye, Eric.
It's really up to Rich.
Well, Howard, I can't even make that decision today. I'm livid.
All right.
Oh, what a that's a professional, nice thing he's doing, Eric. He's choosing to calm down first.
All right, Rich. Eric, there's your answer. It's not a no, but it's going to take him some time to think about it, okay?
Eric, the stupid midget.
All right, Eric?
Hey, well, thank you, Eric. Love you, Howard, Robin, Artie, Fred, Benji.
All right. Thanks Rich.
All right, Rich.
And Johnny, thank you. And Eric, thank you. And Eric, I actually, in the Christmas spirit, I'm hoping the Bunny Ranch does let you back.
And that you get a BlackBerry.
Yeah. And
look at these fucking kids.
And I hope Johnny gets you. I hope Johnny stops being cheap and gets you a BlackBerry.
And pays for Verizon, too.
And anything else I could charge.
He doesn't need Verizon.
He's already a member or something.
All right, Johnny, Rich, and Eric, thank you very much, okay?
Okay, Howard.
Howard.
Yes.
Before you let me go, last night, speaking of my store, I kind of had an interesting customer call. I was talking to Jimmy Kimmel's cousin Ivy. His cousin Sal bought her and another guy a photo and a call.
All right.
We'll see you later.
All right. Thank you, Eric. Well, bye-bye.
Well, use some of that money.
Is he crying?
Goodbye, guys.
He is a terror.
Eric, thank you.
The level of ingratitude amazes me.
I think Eric's going to end up back at the Bunny Ranch. I do.
No. I'm writing a letter.
All right, Eric, thanks.
All right, bye.
Bye.